Man, them. What's up, people? What's up, bruv? What's up, people? This is the one and only Rasta Stocks. And your boy, Africa King, is in the building. You don't know, people. You're going to see King over here on this channel. You're going to see me on King's channel. You know what I mean? So, what's up, bruv? Talk to me, man. Talk to me, bruv. What's up, bruv?
All good, all good. I saw City eat up Juventus
Yeah.
in the Club World Cup. Outside
Yeah.
of that, yeah, I've been chilling.
Yeah. I hear you, bro. I hear you. Did you expect City to beat them? Yeah.
I didn't expect Juve to change their team so much.
Did you expect City to beat them?
So once Juve changed their team, for me, then it led to kind of like a mismatch of sorts.
Okay.
I can hear an echo. Is it going through twice?
Sorry. Can you hear it now?
Oh no, I can't hear it now.
My bad. But yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. That was unexpected. The boss of blue is in the building. Did I open the wrong door? The sign on the door said this conversation is for goats. Bro, you are a goat too, bro. You're a goat too, man. You're a goat. You're a goat, bro. So don't stress it, blood. Don't stress it, blood. You're good, bro. You're good. So what's up? So King, talk to me, bro. What's good, bro? What's good, bro? Bro, what's good, man? Football has been very.
It's been okay. There's been some shocks.
Inter won 2-1. Really.
Yeah, they did. No, 2-0 actually. 2-0. That game was mad. There was a couple red cards. There was a fight at the end. Dumfries had to run into the thing. So if you want to watch some class goals, watch the highlights for the Monterrey game. Their first and third goal. Their first and third goal. Like, I'm talking about 30-yard rockets. 30-yard rockets in the Monterrey game against the Urawa Reds. And then yeah, man, City put Juve in a spliff. I'm gonna lie though, the second goal that City scored was one of the worst bits of defending I've ever seen.
Bro, the own goal, bro. The own goal. That was crazy.
Yeah.
That own goal was crazy, bro.
I don't know what they were thinking.
That own goal was crazy.
I think with Juventus, I noticed that the defense isn't that good. That's what I've noticed mostly about the game. Like they've got some talent up front, but yeah, their defense is, especially when you're playing free at the back, you need solid centre backs, and I don't think they have that many. Obviously, Bremer's injured at the moment. They lost Renato Vega because he was on loan. I don't know who else they have at centre back, but that's a position they need to improve by a lot and get players fit again, because that back three was disgusting. I'm gonna lie to you. Kalulu, terrible. Heli, terrible. Savona was okay, but for the most part, they were just getting run through, really. Yeah.
Basically getting put in a cliff. That's crazy. The man that was getting put in a cliff, King. Put in a cliff. In a cliff. Man, them was getting put in a cliff. That's crazy.
Yeah, man.
But what can you say, bro? That's football for you.
It does happen. But you know what's annoying though? It puts City on my side of the bracket. I knew.
I knew.
Long day.
That's probably gonna be like a difficult game for you.
If we get there, if we get to the semi, we'd have to face them most likely.
Bro, how much money that's gonna generate for you guys?
The money we've generated so far, we paid off the lap deal. So it's like 30 something million dollars, like 5 million so far. But if
Mm-hmm.
you get to the final, you get like 100, 150, maybe even more. I don't know.
Right, 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 right. That sounds good. That sounds good. Sorry. Whew. Sorry, bro.
So yeah, it's big money, big business for that tournament.
Man said big money, big business. Man said big money, big business. That's funny.
But yeah, it's warming up. The tournament's warming up. The last game weeks will have been interesting. Obviously, I think the only team that wasn't from Europe or South America to make through was Monterrey. All the other teams are either South American or European. And when I say South American, I mean Brazil. Actually, no, Inter Miami as well. But I think Inter Miami, whoever they face, I think they face
Uh,
PSG. They're gonna be out next.
all right, Barca Blue. No worries, man. No worries. No worries. No worries. Vigilante, big up, bro. If you're staying live while Shane Gunner will raid. All right, bro. I'm gonna be live for a while. Bro. 100%. I'm gonna be live for a while. I'm just gonna hear me and my boy are just gonna chop it up. We're gonna talk sports. We should have a few other people coming through. But bless
Yeah.
up Vigilante. Bless up Vigilante.
Outside,
Vigilante. Drop your link. Drop your channel link in the chat. Drop your channel link in the chat so I could put it in the description. All right, man. Drop your channel link in the chat, please. Drop your channel link in the chat. Yeah.
but yeah, outside of the football, obviously the NBA draft. I've been watching that,
Uh-huh.
so been checking that out as well. My team got the third pick.
So
Jacome.
who's the team again?
76ers. Philly.
76ers. For some reason, I knew you was gonna say Sixers, bro. For some reason, I knew you was
Yeah,
gonna say Sixers, bro.
yeah. That came from Dick. That came about from me, like in Allen Iverson. Like people like Kobe, people like Jordan, people like others. But for me, AI was the one. He was the
Yeah,
guy. He was the guy
nice.
that got me into basketball initially. And then I went away for a while, came back, and then I was like looking at teams, and I was thinking, I liked Philly before, and at the time they were absolutely rubbish at the time, and it was obviously trust the process. But yeah,
Yeah.
see, the thing about it is they 76ers did trust the process first, so Arsenal stole that. But anyway, but our process is just as bad.
Man said our process has been just as bad, bro. I think my club's process is even worse. At least y'all making signings. At least y'all doing things, bro. What would be what were we doing? We hardly doing anything, bro.
Yeah,
You feel me?
it's weird. It's weird. The transfer window's been a bit here or there. It's been in terms of like City, Liverpool, they've done some good business, but Arsenal's transfer window has been weird as well because they've signed two DMs, a goalkeeper. They're looking at a centre back, but
Yeah.
they're not looking at any attacking talent. I don't get them. I'll be honest. I don't get Arsenal as a
Bro,
team.
listen, I have a few. I'm cool with a few Arsenal supporters. You feel
Yeah,
me? And bruv, it. I don't know, bro. They mad, bro. They mad. They're not having it, bruv. The first guess, the AK for Pete. What up, blood? What's going on, blood?
Today, I have cooked the pasta tonight.
Yo,
Yes, I have cooked them. I have cooked pasta tonight. I did. Yeah, 5-2.
Yo, the man has a spoon in his hand, bro. Yo, let me see that spoon. For real. Let me see that spoon. Yo, the man has cooked pasta tonight. That's funny.
you're a fool, man.
Bro, you are a fool, bro. You know you're a fool, right? You know you're a fool, right?
I said he cooked pasta tonight. I'm gonna lie, you did beat them up. I'm gonna lie,
Yeah.
you beat them up.
The man said chefing at his
Yeah.
finest.
Yeah. I expected more from Juve, but their defense is absolute trash.
Yeah.
Kalulu,
So
Lloyd
yo.
Kelly.
Oh yeah.
So
And
how
big,
does Gio
King.
feel?
Sorry, Raj. Yeah, sorry, Russell. Yeah, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this, brother. Big up to Kalulu, by the way.
Bless up.
He did us a favor.
Bless up
He
Shane for the
he
raid.
did us a big favor. He did us a big favor by scoring that own goal.
Bless up for the raid. All I'm asking is give me a like, people.
Bless up Shane
Smash the
Gooder,
like
top
button,
guy,
people.
top guy. Bless up.
Bless up Shane Gunner for the raid. Bless up.
Big him up.
Big him up for the raid. One thing I can say, Shane Gunner is one Arsenal fan I respect because he's passionate. And me and him did a stream together. We talk footy over here, people. So if you guys interested, just chill and relax and you know what I mean? But continue, AK, because I know you happy because Juve won, bro. I know you happy. I mean, City won, bro. I know you happy.
Oh yeah, I'm telling you, and Nori today deserves his flowers. He absolutely cooked that back line to bits.
Yo,
He set
Don
them up.
C. What's up, bro? What's up,
Don,
What's
my guy?
up, bro?
Bless
up.
up.
What's going on? How you, man? Cool, yeah?
Bless up. Yeah. We
Yeah,
just
we're
got
all
raided by
cool down
Shane
here,
Gunner. Bless up, man, them.
Hey, Shane Gunner, bless up, man.
Bless up.
AK King, my
Yeah.
people's then. Even though King, he set me up on Monday.
I had to make that thing fun. I enjoyed that. I ain't gonna lie to you.
No, it was nice, man. It was nice. One day I'll get you on the show, man. If you're up for it, man.
Yeah,
You man on the
definitely.
So you man saying?
We here, bro. We
Yeah.
vibing, we chilling, we talking, bro. You know what I mean? We
Oh
here.
yeah, Don. We were just talking
AK is
about
happy. King is happy. I'm not so happy. The transfer.
pissed off and
Oh yeah,
shit.
Don. Did you watch the game, by the way? Did you watch the game, by the way?
Do you know what, bro? I'm gonna be honest. Like I don't watch equivalent to charity shield games anymore, bro. It's pointless. It's pointless football. What's the point? Wait, you know the from past the blood. I'm
you cold-blooded, bro. Yeah, you cold-blooded, right? Dancy. When I say you're the other Arsenal fan I like the most, bro, because you just say it with a straight face, like, bruv, I don't give a shit, bruv. Like I don't, bruv. I don't care, bruv. I don't give a shit, bruv. Like it is what it is.
What do you want to say, bruv? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, do you know, it's sometimes I want to watch that just because it's football, in it, and it's always good just to watch a piece of football at this time. And then I realize what this kind of football means. And it means it's like a quick money grab. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You can't really, it's like whoever wins it, it's like, what the fuck are you winning? It's like everyone's playing for the Emirates Cup. That's what it seems like. What's the point of watching it? You get me? Like, no one's taking it serious. We all know that, like, fucking City are going to play a bunch of fucking farmers and shelf stackers. No disrespect to anyone, but then that's where it is. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's greedy Americans doing what greedy Americans do, and I ain't got time for that shit.
Bro, I'm American, and I can tell you that, bro. Like it's
nah, man, you're Jamaican, bro. You're Jamaican, bro.
I'm Jamaican too, yes, bro. But I do have an American passport. But
yeah,
bro,
yeah,
I could tell you this though, bro. Like for me, the Glazer family is like a cancer, bro. For me, I hate them, man, with a passion. I hate them with a passion, bro. Yeah. Bro, last season I wanted us to get relegated. Man, them say I was chatting shit. I said no, we would have got rid of the Glazers. Would have got rid of them. But Dancy, when I talk shit like this, man, them say I'm crazy. The standards of my club have dropped to rock bottom, bro. Bro, we gifted Spurs a trophy. Do you know how I feel about that, bro? I went nuclear, bro. I went nuclear on AN Sports Channel. Bro, I lost it. He was trying to talk, bro. I cut him off. I cut him off every minute because I had to let it out, bro. Bro, do you have any idea how mad I was, bro? Come on, man.
Hey, bro.
I'm supposed to stay.
As mad as you are, as you gotta remember, as mad as you are, yeah, I'm an Arsenal fan. So you can be mad to lose to Tottenham. I have to listen to these pieces of shit fucking every single day, bro. My manager is a Tottenham fan, bro, yeah. Bad enough he's my manager, is a fucking wallad, yeah. But secondly, he's a Tottenham fan. So all I'm hearing is, oh yeah, we've won a trophy. We're betting you, man. You come on, man. Like, it's bad, bro. Like, just remember, everyone on the stream, yeah.
Thank you.
Big Up has got European heritage, and all I can say is I got a fucking cup winners cup, bro. That's all it is, bro. But it is what it is.
Yeah, bro. The respect I have for Arsenal.
Yeah.
The respect I have for Arsenal, bro, because I remember Vieira and Keane. I remember that man scrapping it on the pitch, bro. I was like 6, 7, 8 years old. I don't remember those days, bro. The respect I have for Arteta. You know what I'm like? I said Arteta is not the guy. When this man come out and say they won 3 trophies, I'm like, yo, this brother's calling the Charity Shield. The Charity Shield a trophy, bro. A fucking dinner plate, a trophy. The respect I have for Arsenal, bro. Because you know why? When you man went invincible, when Van Nistelrooy missed that penalty, bro, I cried. It's when I went to school the next day, Arsenal fans bantered me for the whole week.
Yeah,
the whole week I got bantered by Arsenal fans. And I had to hold that. I had to hold it, bro. I had to take it, bro. Because listen, fair is fair. Y'all won the league. Y'all went invincible. And bro, if Wenger was still at your club now, I guarantee you y'all would have won the FA Cup, a Carabao Cup, or even make good efforts to win the league. Arteta, bro, I tell other Arsenal fans over here by me, if I was the owner for Arsenal, he'll be sacked expeditiously. Leave Arsenal, bro.
You see, Rasta, yeah. You see, the only time I respected Arteta, to be honest, is after that first year. Because he came out and said,
Boss of Blue.
Like, the only reason why I say that is because he said that I didn't actually think he was going to do anything or beat anyone. He said, I'm learning on the job. I'm a new manager, yeah. So I didn't actually believe we could do it, but I'm thankful we did. That's the first time I saw this piece of shit being honest. The first time, yeah? And that's the only time I've seen this piece of shit be honest. Ever since then, right, his ego has got bigger and bigger and bigger. You see, the difference between him and Arsene Wenger was Arsene Wenger never got near enough anything of that kind of money that Arteta has spent. I can understand with inflation.
Wenger made sure he competed and wins shit. Though. He competed and he won shit.
Yeah, like I can understand with inflation and everything else, right? But what Wenger probably spent in his 20 plus years that he was there, Arteta had spent in 5 years. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like Arsenal, we all know that Arsenal went through a rebuild of a stadium, and at that point, like, I get it. Do you know what I'm saying? So we couldn't buy the players, we had to sell our better players. But you gotta understand that, like,
I don't think he's a cult leader. He's a capital R. I'm not gonna say the word, but if you know what a capital R means, he's a capital R. That's what he is. Continue, Dauncey. Sorry.
Bro, that just messed up my chain.
Bro, I want to say the word, but last time I said the word, I YouTube emailed me, so no.
No. Did you know what? Yeah, did you know is they're the man that it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Them nastiness, them. Like, you see, when it comes to Arteta, he's building a bunch of simps. Do you know what I'm saying? People that's okay to settle for second place. People that's been like, did you know when you say a true gaslighter, right? A woman that's promising that she's always going to change, that she's always going to do better, that she's always going to do this, and then she comes with the same behavior constantly. That's what he is. You know what I'm saying? My man is, and the thing is, it's not that he's doing it in your face, and these people are loving this shit. You know what I'm saying? yeah. When I hear Arteta speak, it's hard for me to actually take this dude serious, because if he turned around and said, being second, this is not good enough for my team, yeah. All I've heard is gaslighting. We've got this amount of money to spend. We've got that amount of money to spend. And I know we're going to get to it, but I don't give a flying fuck, yeah. I've been pissed off all day, bruv, yeah. Let me spit now, bro, yeah. We were supposed to buy a fucking gunman. When I say a gunman, yeah, a striker, yeah. Someone with a big bang, you hear what I'm saying? Man is supposed to dash these grenades and blow up everybody, yeah. But guess what, right? We've went in for another fucking midfielder. We bought a goalkeeper, yeah, more Chelsea scraps, yeah. We bought this fucking no guard, yeah, no more goals guard, no more playing guard, yeah. This Pussio, yeah, and he's not even better than the fucking Pussio that's just leaving, and that's in Jorginho. You know what I'm saying, yeah? So it's like, yeah. Okay, when we're talking ambition, when we're talking about taking Arsenal to the next stages, when we're talking about jumping from second to first. Yeah, how the fuck can we do that with no guard? Because an Arsenal person could say to me that, do you know what, Don? Yeah, we're not going to play him. Yeah, we're not going to play him. He's going to be a bit part player. That's going to come on the Charity Shield, or not the Charity Shield, the Carling Cup, the FA Cup, or whenever he's needed. I'm saying it's like this. Yeah, if you want to win the league, yeah, your first signing is supposed to be the person that you need the most. Yeah, let's check it. Yeah, let me show you a team with ambition. Liverpool. Who was their first signing? Because you know that they're going to go for the league. When you look at Man City, yeah, Man City in January, right? They knew that they were way off the pace of the Premier League because they weren't scoring goals. Who the fuck did they sign? Yeah. Who the fuck did they sign? And Arsenal now, yeah, we've known that we've needed a striker for 5 years, right? We trusted in Havertz, yeah, cool. He it is what it is, yeah. He's here. I ain't got time for that shit.
Havertz, you mean 29?
Bro, but the thing is, I'm hearing that, but Partey's not going to sign a deal, or he wants more money. Look, right, I don't give a shit how much money he wants. Fucking give him the money, because he's shown he's top 3 fucking midfielders hold DMs in the league last season when he's fit. They say the best ability is availability. Well, last season he was available. The difference was we did not have a bagsman. We did not have a replacement for fucking Saka. We did not have a replacement for Odegaard. We did not have anyone on the left wing showing us Wagwan. You see, these things, if he would have came out and addressed these things, because the thing is, yeah, if we're going to lose Partey, cool. Yeah, it is what it is. We're going to lose Jorginho. You buy somebody with similar attributes as those players. Yeah, Norgard, right? Norgard is literally below fucking Moreno, and I don't trust Moreno. I hate Zinchenko, but I will pick Zinchenko over him. So when we need a goal, yeah, we're going to put on another midfielder. You know what I'm saying? Now we probably spent 780 mil, right? Like, it's probably something like that, and not one striker out that money. And these Arsenal sexuals can't actually see what the issue is.
Arteta section.
Yeah? Last season, the reason why we couldn't go from second to first is because Arsenal, yeah, from winning positions dropped 21 points. 21 points from winning positions. Do you know what the difference is from winning the league or being in a winning position and actually winning the game? A striker. Do you know what the difference was from beating Man United, yeah, in the FA Cup when there was an open goal? A striker. Do you know what the difference was when PSG, yeah, that goal that Saka missed? Do you know what the difference is? A striker. When you want a person to put through the ball, yeah, you get a midfielder, you get a number 10. Like you man had one of the best players to ever grace the football pitch in Scholes. Yeah. That man there, yeah, AK King, yeah, one of my favorite players, one of my favorite midfielders to ever touch fucking your ground was Deco. Sorry, yeah. Bad boy midfielder, yeah, Portuguese one, yeah. And from AK, one of the best ones for you, man, yeah, was David Silva. I rate him highly than I rate KDB, yeah? That's just my opinion. You get what I'm saying? If you see these three players, yeah, these three players are ballers, yeah? And who does Arsenal trust to have that position and expect us to do what? Look, right, we've been linked with Rodrigo, yeah?
Mhm.
Why isn't a bid being put in? I can understand that. Do you know what? The window ain't exactly open, but there was a mini window, and when I see the window open, these are the things that I want to see. I want to see Arsenal be like, do you know what, right? Let's break the bank. Even if we're not in Europe next year, fuck Europe. We're not going to win it anyway. This is what I'm saying. We might as well cheat like everyone else is, because you know what? Yeah, everyone's done it. Yeah, and when people say, well, them lot are cheats, right? Let me show you something, people. You see, Arsenal when in early 1900s, Arsenal bought their way into League One. Arsenal bought their way into League One, which not many people know. Yeah, so we are just as bad as everyone else. We are just as corrupt as everyone else. The thing is, right, we want to see ourselves prim and proper. Prim and proper. What has that won us all these years?
Nothing.
Yeah, doing the right thing. What has that won us all these years? What? Because what we made the most money on fucking shirt sales and a dating show. Are you fucking stupid? That when it comes down to the end of the season, if you haven't lifted a trophy, you have fucking failed. This is why you Arteta sexuals, yeah, should leave when Arteta leaves. Do you know why? Because you actually think that Arteta's bigger than this club.
Dancy, and some of
Hey,
these
he's
Arsenal
spinning
fans.
facts.
No, he's been in
spinning
fact,
Don C.
Dancy, and some of these Arsenal fans don't know fuck all about their club, bro.
Exactly.
I
They
can
don't.
tell you, I know more about Arsenal club, bro, and I'm a Man U fan. I know more about
Me
Arsenal
too.
fans.
Do you know why?
Me
Yeah,
too.
when I
Fuck me
started this
no.
thing off here, I said these are Arsenal simps. Arteta has turned these lot into Arsenal simps, and I'm not even talking about the young ones. I'm talking about the guys my age and a bit older as well, because I've been listening to some streams, right? And I get it. Like some people, they're getting that under the brand envelopes and all of that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? These new generation of fans, they're coming into this and they're listening to this. They think this is okay. This is what I'm saying. Let me show you something here. You see, football, like things like football and music is like life. Yeah, people look up to those people. When we was young, yeah, we saw all the geezers with the big chains, the rollies, the this, the that. My man's got a fucking a Jordan hat on right now. So you know why? Because that's popular. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Pop is popular, right? And this is what they're listening to, and they think this shit is okay. Do you know what I'm saying?
Not okay.
They think this shit is okay. They think that we have to trust a process. A process has a beginning, a middle, and a end. It shouldn't have to take fucking 5 years to have an end. Look, right, in my workplace, I'm a manager. Yeah, I have sacked people for less. Yeah, this is incompetence at its best. Incompetence. You know what I'm saying? I can understand that.
I need to repeat that whole sentence, please.
Okay.
I need you to repeat that whole sentence.
In my workplace, yeah, I'm a manager, yeah, and I have sacked people for less. This is incompetence at its best.
Thank
You know what I'm
you.
saying? I don't understand. How can a man spend 5 years, yeah, in a void? Yeah. This is like purgatory. You don't know whether we're going left or right. Look, right, we've stagnated. This is the best that he can get. This is like Michael Jackson. This is it. Yeah. So do like Michael Jackson, yeah. No, I'm not gonna say what I'm gonna say because I don't want to get no one cancelled. Like, you know what, brother, yeah? On the real, yeah. My man just needs to just. Do you know what? Yeah, say it's like this, right? I have taken Arsenal as far as I can take them. This is what I'm saying. I'm still early in my footballing career where I can actually come back and maybe win a title with them because that they're a club to my heart and leave. This is what I'm saying. Leave. For okay. This is what I don't understand, right? When we talk about ambition, people don't like Chelsea because they thought they bought the title. Yeah, in 2006 and onwards, people don't like City because they did the same thing. Yeah, even Man U because Man U took everyone else's best players. Let me show you something. Yeah, if I want to go on a holiday, right, and I want to stay in a 5-star hotel, I'm going to spend money, right? If you want the best things in life and be in the best positions in life, yeah, you're going to spend money, right? The reason why a lot of people go to universities and get themselves into debt is to get the best jobs that they can in life. And you know what they do? They pay it off, right? And then they live happily ever after. You see, that's the thing with you Arsenal fans. You like to talk so much bullshit because you lot don't have no ambition. And that's the culture from the club all the way down, because we have the best expenditure, yeah. We don't spend this much. Our outgoings is not that good, but our incomings, oh my days, is so great. Who gives a fuck about that? Yeah, have some ambition. You know what I'm saying? Break the bank. You know what I'm saying? Buy a player. Do you know what I want to see? I want to see a signing. Yeah, I want to feel that feeling again. Yeah, of when a player like Özil came into my club.
No,
just because, yeah, I did not hear a thing. One day I woke up in the morning and I said, "Fucking hell, is that Özil? Is that bad boy Özil? Is this the assist master at my club?" You hear what I'm saying?
Yes.
Shortly followed Sanchez, then Aubameyang, yeah. That's when we was like, okay, cool. But because we had players like fucking Mustafi at the back here, and then we brought another fucking Chelsea reject in Czech here. He was a bad player at them band there, yeah. But then afterwards, he was nothing for us. And this is my issue. It's like people want to talk about cheaters and the 115s and what Chelsea did back in the day, but throughout that time, them man won trophies, yeah. Man won, because no one cares about in history. It's not going to say, well, Chelsea cheated, or Chelsea done this, or City allegedly cheated, or Man United like there was the allegedly Fergie time. Do you know what they're gonna remember? They're gonna remember 20 fucking titles. They're gonna remember like Chelsea fucking competing.
You gotta do what you gotta do to win titles. Period.
Yeah. Yeah, they're gonna remember fucking Chelsea completing Europe. Yeah, they're gonna remember City after all these years, after all these relegations, after being bought out twice. Yeah, guess what? They actually won the Premier League numerous times. Fuck you, King, and they won the Champions League. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yo, bro, you can do nothing to you, bro.
No, bro. I'm not having it. That's what I'm saying. But then that's what people are going to remember, because that's what history shows you. You know what I'm saying? Let me show you this, yeah? Who knows who's the greatest 100 meters runner of all time? We all do. Yeah? Usain Bolt. Tell me, you can say he won 5 gold medals in 100 meters. Yeah? In all 5 races, who came second? Do you know why? Because no one gives a fuck.
Yes. Number one.
Yeah? No one gives a fuck. First. And that's the thing, right? You got to spend money to make money. This is what I'm saying. Yeah? Why do you think these footballers buy players from like China, like a lot of Africa? This is what I'm saying. The bigger continent states and all of that they don't need. To tell you why? Because it's shirt sales. So when we say like these teams haven't got any money, they fucking got money. Spend on the players. Spend on the fucking players. Stop being so cheap, Arsenal. Stop. You want to give me a 31-year-old Norgard? A Norgard? I thought the older guard was bad, yeah? Now we're going Norgard. Next thing you know, we're going to get a fake Thor coming out. This is what I'm saying, with his fucking little hammer, shooting at nothing. You get me? Like, this is fucking pathetic, bro. This is pathetic, blood, yeah? Norgard. It's bad enough that we got Kepa. Kepa's a good keeper. My only qualms is that he played for Chelsea, so that's another Chelsea reject. But he's a good keeper. He's better than Onana. He's better than Sanchez. Let's not do this right now, yeah. But is he Arsenal quality to start? No, but he's a good bench guy. But then, yeah, we need a striker. Do you know we go buy another fucking midfielder? So let me show you something here. So say hypothetically in this alternate universe, when if we don't get a striker. So we're going to play Zubimendi and Norgard as our strikers. Is that what we're going to do this season? Because we saw it done with fucking Moreno and what's his name, Havertz. So is that what we're going to do? I'm tired of this shit, blood. I'm tired of this shit. It's boring. You hear what I'm saying? This is fucking boring. I'm tired of Arsenal constantly making the same kind of mistakes that we always do. Yeah? Spend the thing, blood. Spend the money. You want to pay £105 for Declan Rice? You know what? Yeah, I don't give a shit. It's not my money to spend. You did it. Yeah? Do the same thing for Gokares. But then you want to say, oh, no, maybe I can get Sesko. Guess what? We might not get nobody. Yeah? A year ago, I was on Sarcasm City, right? And I was spitting about, I fucking want, what's his name? Ollie Watkins. It's all documented. It's all on there. Yeah.
I believe
Me
it,
and my
bro.
mad rants.
I believe it.
Right. I want Ollie Watkins. Right. So if you're gonna get a player like Sesko, get Watkins then with him. But guess what? What are we doing? We're not fucking doing anything. We buy Norgard, blood. Norgard and a fucking dude, yeah? And we're going to buy a dude that sounds like Mosquito, Moscato, Moscato, Marato. I don't fucking know what his name is because I don't care about them, man, there. If you want to have ambition, you have to buy the best players or get like for like. If you're losing okay, let me show you something here. Chelsea lost Robin. Do you know what they did next season? They bought Hazard. Well, we was looking for him as well, looking at him well. They bought Hazard. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's one of those things. What I'm basically saying is you get talent for talent. Stop, bro, it's like this year. We used to have a shop called Netto here. Yeah. Netto is Netto was, I'll basically say it was for the poor man's shop. Yeah. The poor man's shopping. That's what it seems like we're shopping in instead of trying to look at fucking Marks and Spencer's and what's the other one's name? I forgot what it's called. Yeah.
Oh,
that's the difference. Waitrose, yeah. We like if we want to be the creme de la creme team, we have to spend that kind of money. You know what I'm saying? And not even spend that kind of money. How much did my mousse cost? It didn't cost that much. So there's diamonds out there. When people yeah, and when people say that there ain't that many strikers out there, yes, there is. But people think that looking in the fucking championship is bullshit. If people don't understand how dumb people are, nowadays, about what championship football and all of that is crap. Let me show you this. Koscielny came from a French League 2 team to Arsenal, and he was a bad man. It's just that we couldn't build a team around him. Yeah, there are ballers there. It's just that people need to fucking stop talking bullshit and say, oh yeah, but this league, this, that. You lot are getting gaslighted by your clubs, and Arsenal are the biggest ones to gaslight. I tell you why. I've been an Arsenal fan all my life and I've seen it all. It's fucking disappointing. It's disappointing. I'm just sick and tired of this shit, blood. I always say I'm sick and tired. Why am I always saying I'm sick and tired when all I see is crap?
Won the Prem. And won a fucking Prem. And won a domestic trophy. Yeah, Vardy was a fucking plumber, construction worker, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, right? He was doing Sunday League football, got an opportunity, came up to Leicester and won the Prem, the Prem. And when he was although they got relegated when he scored against Spurs the other day, man went to Spurs and said, "Me 1, you 0." I respect that, bro. But people say, "Oh, Vardy didn't have to do that. That was disrespectful, bro." That's what football is about, bro. You need to show your rivals, "Yo, I won a title. I won something. What have you won?" And I'm telling you this now, bro. You see, my manager Ruben Amorim, right, bro? I'm giving him the first 10 games to get this system right. I hear other United fans talking about, "Oh, we need to finish in the top 4, top 5, top 6. Bro, I am not getting my expectation all that high because you know what? This is a new form of system we have to play. And this brother better get these players in line because King, yesterday, I went on the page and I personally, individually cooked every fucking player. And this manager, trust me, this manager is going to get a cooking from me, bro. Nobody in football is immune to corrective criticism. That's Arteta, that's Pep, that's Amorim, that's Thomas fucking Frank, that's Pasha Kashlu, everybody can get that cooking,
Rasta. Yeah, you don't need to cook Arteta. All he needs to do is open up his mouth here and he will fucking say we lost the game because of a football. Yeah. He's his worst enemy. You see, when they say give yourself a shovel and dig your own grave, he done it, bro. With like someone in the chat, get involved in this, Can someone can somebody put up Arteta's quotes? Yeah. And when they do that, they'll actually realize how stupid he is, And what's worse, my owners of my club, Employ him still. My man steals money. He's a thief. This pussy, yo.
Yeah, I'm gonna lie. I knew he was a fool when it was before the Liverpool game and he put the speakers out to do the atmosphere. Said, yeah, if you put a couple speakers, then it'll feel like Liverpool away.
You never walk alone in the training ground. Oh my days.
Bush Baptist, big up yourself, a Liverpool fan in the chat, bro. All I'm saying is, right. All I'm saying is, right. I don't understand how y'all had the league. Y'all had the lead, win it, and Man City still came and win the league. And the one time I needed Arsenal to win the league, I said, yo, y'all could have slapped up Man United. I don't care. I want y'all to win the league. Please win the league. And this manager, Arteta, bro, I can't say 20 times no more, bro. I can't say that shit no more. I can't say. That's one of the main things we had over Liverpool. We don't have that no more. Liverpool is making moves in the market, and I hate to say this again, bro. Liverpool could possibly win the league again. They could go on to 21. And bro, if they go on to 21, Liverpool fans are gonna cook us, bro.
No, do you know what? Yeah, I'm
like cook us.
Don. Sorry. Russell.
Yeah,
Russell. Like I said, I cannot let Liverpool win back-to-back Premier League titles. I will not allow that to happen in my lifetime. Not in my lifetime. Never. And that's why next season we are gonna go all in for that Premier League title. Stop the domination. Stop it.
Mind you, bro. Mind you, I needed Arsenal to win the league. I really needed them to win the Prem. I needed it. Understand me, bro. You know how you can see a girl for a long time. The minute you see her, you just want to rush her and just slap up our skins, bro. That's how I needed Arsenal to win the Prem.
all right, Rasta. But the difference, the girl that Arsenal was slapping up here has got 10 baby fathers. Is what I'm saying. That's the difference. Yeah.
Oh, that's mad.
That's mad.
That makes sense.
That's mad. That is mad, bro. And I tell people, sack Arteta. Go get Inzaghi. Inzaghi would be the perfect manager for you guys, right? No, Inzaghi's in Saudi right now. Inzaghi in Saudi, bro. You see, you see, for the last 3 seasons, y'all would have finished second and win a domestic trophy. That would have not been so bad. At least y'all won a frigging trophy, bro.
No, it's still bad for me.
No. Hear me out. Winning a trophy is a trophy, whether it be a FA Cup, a Carabao Cup, right? But it's still a frigging trophy, bro. I hear Arsenal fans say a FA Cup is beneath them. When I'm like, bro, a FA Cup is a part of the treble, bro. A part of the frigging treble.
Yeah.
So why some Arsenal fans don't care that the FA Cup is not important? The last time I checked, in football is about winning trophies. End of the season, you're supposed to do lift for trophy, lift a friggin' trophy. And bro, I'm telling you this, Dancy, if this man do not win the FA Cup, the Carabao Cup, the Premier League or Champions League, Operation Save the Cups. Operation Save the Cups. If this man don't win one trophy, sack him now. Sack him now. I'm still mad because Liverpool won the league, bro. I'm fuming over that. And I'm a Man U fan. I'm more angry, upset about that because they have 20 titles like us. Do you know how mad I am, bro?
Yeah, of course. Tottenham won a fucking in Europa, like, bro. I'm pissed, bro.
And the fact that we gave Spurs a trophy. I went nuclear on AN Sports Channel. I said I don't care. I'm talking. I went on a rant for 45 minutes. I went on a rant, bro. And this manager, Arteta, think he understands ball. Bro, I could coach a team better than him, bro. I could.
Okay.
The first thing I'll get, if I want Gyökeres, boom. I don't care how much money it is. I'm gonna splash the money and go get Gyökeres to score me goals. His main job is to score goals. That's all I want you to do. Score goals, score goals, score goals, score goals. And bro, when I played ball, I was a goalkeeper, right? I'll tell the defenders and I'll tell the midfielder, man, mark him. Make sure he don't do this. Make sure he don't do that. I would see the friggin' danger, bro. I would see the danger before he comes. And this man is a coach that Wenger bought from Everton, by the way. And I think Arteta was a shit player then. Mikel Arteta was a shit player. I'm sorry. I don't know why Wenger gave him captain anyway. That man was a shit player.
Mate, you have to remember, we was penny pinching at those times. And you see, the thing is, football goes around in cycles. Yeah. Not one team can be on top, because remember, there was a stage before our time.
They are going to win next season.
Bush was on top, yeah. When Man United was on top, Arsenal came. We had a little thing. Then Man United and Chelsea. You know what I'm saying? And then who was it? Chelsea, Man United, and then Chelsea, Man United, City, and then like Man City, Liverpool. So football goes in cycles like that. You see, my thing is that no trophies is beneath me, because a trophy is a trophy. But the only part I would say is there's a but in this, because I will pick up whatever trophy I can get my hands on in the early stages. You know what I'm saying? Just like I said, when he first won the FA Cup, that gave for me, that gave him 2 years, because it's his first managerial job. And you know what? You know that he's going to make a lot of mistakes and all of that. You know what I'm saying? He's here, so he might as well try back the team. But then the first eighth, I could take that because we won the FA Cup. The second eighth, I can take that, because that's the first full season, The second season where we got fifth, I was expecting a trophy the next season, If we got an FA Cup, then I wouldn't be like this, But then the fact that we challenged, I'm like, okay, I didn't want him at my club, but I thought, you know what you've done? Let's just calm it down. Don't be too reactive. But then second place again, and then second place again. And in between those points, the incompetence that I saw was that you isolated the only striker that we had that went to Barcelona and then went to Chelsea, And then instead of keeping Lacazette right there, put him on a pay-as-you-play contract, right, with bonuses, because that would have added up to actually what he wanted, because he wasn't an out-and-out striker. Aubameyang was that guy. You get me? He didn't do that. He got rid of him. And then, okay, the first season, you know, where we got Jesus and Zinchenko, even though I didn't want them, they actually helped us in so much just because of their presence alone. It's like, do you know when a big player comes into your club, you know what go on. It's like, do you see when? No, I'm not too sure what you might do for a job, but you know when your boss comes in, when I say the big boss comes in, you know it's the big boss because they ooze with confidence and shit like that. That's like a big player walking into your club. You know what I'm saying? We haven't had that. Everyone has been mediocre. The biggest player to come into our club to this point, right, was Declan Rice. Because he just come off winning, even if it's the bottom tier cup in Europe, it's still a cup in Europe. Trophy. You know what I'm saying? So he's coming in. It's like, look at me, right? Because Jesus was supposed to be Aguero's replacement, and then they realized that he can't fucking score goals. So do you know what they did? They made him as Sterling's replacement. How ironic that we still got Sterling last season, but that's for another day. Right? Zinchenko wasn't good enough to play in midfield. So do you know what he done? He played him as left back. He even wasn't good enough to play at left back. So he just came on cup games and when they needed to show out the game. But guess what? We bought him. Havertz scored one goal. That allowed Chelsea to win the Champions League. He wasn't good enough. They tried him in midfield. They lost numerous games because he was in midfield, and then they fucking scammed to win the Champions League. But yet they did that. But guess what? We bought him. Look at these failed players. Yes, they come from winning teams, but like what I'm trying to say is that even if you took them out of that winning team, that team would have still won what they won. This is what I'm saying. They like we're not there taking instead of us trying to take out Chelsea's biggest player. Let's try to resolve with Palmer. Yeah, Enzo, them man there. But we're linked with Madueke. We're taking fucking Brighton's captain, Brentford's captain. What's the fucking point? This is my issue. We're not going for the big dogs. Yeah, we're going for the scraps. You know what I'm saying? After everyone has eaten, yeah, we're coming out like fucking what's his name, Oliver Twist. Can I have some more, sir? You know what I'm saying? Do you know how pathetic that is? Scraps, bro. You got man going for Palmer, taking Palmer off City. Yeah, you got City taking their best player, in Haaland, from Dortmund, Mamouche, like Grealish, their best player when they're young. You know what I'm saying? KDB in his fucking prime,
And
right?
also, yeah,
That
Nasri
Silva
as
in his
well.
fucking prime. Yeah,
Sunday Nasri
Aguero
as well.
in his fucking prime. Come on, man, pissing me off, bro. And we're taking fucking no Goldegaard, whatever the fuck his name is. He can get the fuck out of my club and he just joined the
God.
Josh.
Oh Lord. Oh, Lord.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
gonna lie.
Don. I'm sorry to remind you, bro, but we did take some of your ballers back in the day. We took
Adebayor,
Clichy,
fucking
Adebayo,
Torre,
Sanya,
this one,
Bakary Sanya.
Najee, Sagna. It goes on, bro. I get it. You took our best players. We needed to sell it because we had to pay for a club, yeah, that we later sold out to the fucking Cronkies. Make that make fucking sense when he was on the board in the fucking first place, and we had another rich fucking whatever the fuck he is what I'm saying, that went to Everton. Nah, man, let's not do this right now. Do you know what? It's too late for me. Sorry, King, go on.
No, I was gonna say, the thing about Arteta, he should have been gone 2 seasons ago. We all know that, but he's here now. My problem is that, and the big thing I think about when it comes to transfers is the priority. What is the signing that you need, as you said, to take you to the next level? The thing about Arsenal is this: they're so busy trying to wait for Rodrigo when he's clearly stated that he wants to stay at Madrid. He's clearly stated. So you move on. There's no point of waiting around for him to have this epiphany of deciding he wants to come to your club, because then there's going to be other people in for him. There's going to be a City in for him. There's going to be a Bayern in for him. There's going to be a Liverpool in for him. It's going to be whoever has the biggest bank, and that's not Arsenal. So what can you do next? You look around and see what's the best left wingers you can get in the market. Go to Juventus and get Kenan Yildiz, a youngster, up and coming, solid talent. You can go to AC Milan and get Rafael Leao, a guy that is up and coming talent. You can get players that are available there. Your scouts can do their job. In terms of strikers, I think Osimhen would be a perfect option for you because he's a box striker and you cross the ball like no other. Imagine him on your corners and your free kicks, especially the deliveries that Declan Rice can give you. You get those 2 players, a top striker, a solid left wing, and you start and then you add them to your 11. Sancho needs to go Germany or France or Italy, somewhere like that. But to be honest, Sancho would be good for Juve. But anyway, if you just get those 2 positions to your starting 11, that's a team that can win the league because your defense is fine, your goalkeeper's solid, your midfield for the most part is pretty much there. The one thing that you don't have is a striker and a left wing that you can trust. You get those 2 positions, that gets you into the conversation next season. Right now, you're not in that conversation. There's only 2 teams, City and Liverpool. Even my team, I'm annoyed. I'm pissed off because we're not doing what we need to do. Liam Delap is fine, but he's not the main number 9 to win you a title. My goalkeeper is still Robert Sanchez. I don't know why they believe in him. I don't know what they see. Maybe they're blind. Maybe I should give them my glasses. I don't know what they see. And then you look at the other things that you need. And then and you know what? The worst thing is about our 3 clubs, not City, is that we all have American owners and they're all the same. They're all about the money. They're all about the Benjamins, and they care more about their American teams than us. Part of our ownership right now is trying to buy the Lakers. That's what they care about. Making stadiums over there, making money over there. You know what the Cronkies did with Arsenal's money? They made a stadium over there for the LA Rams. Best stadium I've ever seen in my life. Like if you see the photos, it looks amazing. But do they care about the clubs here? They don't. They don't.
And bro, you see the Kroenke, right? Stan Kroenke, whatever his name. That man's wife is one of the richest women in the world. You know the Walton, right? They're the richest family in America. They own Walmart. That man married into money. Married into money, bro. That's the richest family in America, period. Not person, richest family, period. Okay. Okay.
You see, King, yeah. You see, the only negative I have to say about that, what you just said, is that as bad as the Kroenkes are,
yeah,
they've backed Arteta.
Oh yeah. But that's
They've
the thing.
given them money. And the thing is that the issue that I think the issue why we're in this predicament is because they don't understand football.
Yeah? They haven't put football people
and
in.
Their advisors is probably Arteta's wife, Arteta's brother, Arteta's sister, Arteta's grandma, and Arteta's granddad friend. Yeah, that's the advisor. Yeah, because if they understood football, they will know that you don't get a new manager like this. You know what I'm saying? Because they like Arteta's probably, I think Arteta spent 458 million just on midfielders alone. Yeah, just on midfielders alone. Then he spent another 300 million on between defenders and goalkeepers. Yeah, they don't actually understand football in the way what should come out of it. They're just happy to reap the profits from it.
Always facts.
This is why I said, like, as bad as the Kroenkes are, the worst thing that they've done was keep this pussyo employed. Yeah, but they have backed him because because I don't want them at my club, but I'm not gonna be one of those fucking idiot Arsenal fans to say they haven't backed him, because if they haven't backed him, just look how much we spent on the players. It's just bad recruiting. That's all it is. And the fact that when we want a player, we could have spent on Isak at that time, when he was 40 million. We went and got Havertz. Okay, I don't think you lot heard me. Arsenal Football Club, under this Arteta regime, because just remember when he first came in his first 2 seasons, he was coach, meaning that he was only in charge of the team. Then he became manager. That means he's in charge of some of the financial and the players that come in. So he has a say on the players that came in. When he became manager, we could have got Isak for 40 mil, but we bought Havertz for 65 mil. Yeah,
thank you.
And we're here today. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. So my man has got too much of his claws. I don't know who the fuck Arteta sucking off paws in the Kroenke family for my man to be in this fucking position, bro. Like if whatever position he is, I'm showing you, it's drop the salt position. That's what it means, because them man they're just wax lyrically all up blood clot. I'm not even gonna say the rest, man. Like it's just frustrating. Yeah. Like I said, the worst thing the Kroenkes ever did was keep this dude in the job, because it's not that I don't think they got big ambitions. It's that I don't think they understand football. All they understand is money. You see, when we had our old owners, even David Dean as chairman and stuff like that, we were getting the players. When we had that Dame Maria, whatever her name is, on as Arsenal, as one of the Arsenal co-owners, they're proper British, so they know what it's like. You know what I'm saying? You can't expect a man from Egypt? No, not Egypt. That's something bad to say. But from New Zealand, to understand what the North London Derby means. But you can, but when you actually play a player like Skelly, he understands. To tell you why, because he's grown up loving that shit. When it comes to the Manchester Derby and the Manchester Liverpool, you know that, big up, you know that, fuck off, Twisted Fate. You know that Rashford hates Man City.
Yes.
You know that Rashford hates Liverpool because he's a proper manic. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
That you want owners, your owners are there to represent you. Just like my workers at where I work represent me. You know what I'm saying? The captain represents Arteta. The captain is a bellend. the fucking manager is a dick. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That man there, do you know what? Yeah, I mean, I'm done with this team.
Dancy, I'm gonna say two things, right? There's one American club owner that owns a football club that's actually running it properly. Liverpool owners are American, and they're running that club
FSG,
properly. By the way,
Fenway Sports Group.
yes, Americans own that.
Their man is a custom as well. Like, I remember when Liverpool used to cuss their owners when they lost. Who was it? What's it? Not Courtois. What's his name?
They're in the championship, by the way.
Yeah, no. To Barcelona. What's that? Coutinho.
Yeah.
When it was Coutinho, their man, they were cussing him because remember Liverpool weren't that team to spend big. They just bought like whoever. You know what I'm saying, and made it work. It's just now that they've realized, you know what? Yeah, we saved a hell of a lot of money, so now we can actually splash out. Don't get me wrong. Liverpool can't sustain what they're doing.
That's true.
I don't think they can, because they're only big due to their history. If we're talking about recent history and the size of clubs and stuff like that, their passion is unmatched. More in Champions League now, but it's unmatched. But when we're talking about who can make the most money to buy the better players, we all can. I'm telling you, we all can. Man United ain't Brock. City have got their money, and Chelsea are Chelsea. You know what I'm saying? They know how to break the bank.
You see what this Liverpool supporter just said? He said it's the British CEO that is running the club. The owners step away. They only turn up when there's a trophy up for grabs. And Bush Baptiste is a Liverpool supporter, lifelong Liverpool supporter, and I believe his brother is a Man United fan or something like that. Correct me if I'm wrong, Bush Baptiste. So if a Liverpool supporter is telling you that, I have to believe it. Bro,
put the next comment on by AFC always.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. This is exactly what I was saying. Ruthlessness. If you want to be the best, yeah, you have to behave ruthless. You know what I'm saying? It's like this, yeah. Some men are happy being broke. Yeah.
Oh no.
It's like this. If I became a streamer and I only had, let's say, five followers, yeah. Let's just say, for example, the reason why I got 5 followers is because I'm not putting myself out there. Mm-hmm. That's the reason. That's like Arteta. He's not putting himself out there. Arsenal are putting himself out there. They're the reason why Arsenal's a laughing stock, because Abramovich, if Arteta after the first season got 8th with finishing the FA Cup,
you would have sacked him.
That helicopter would fly in.
Yes.
You know what happened? All of you have seen Fresh Prince. What happens to Jazzy Jeff? My man gets kicked out of the yard. Yes, that's what he would have done to Arteta. May 30th. Kick the blood clot pussy old French.
Abramovich wasn't afraid to say, he sacked Jose twice. He sacked him twice, bro. Twice.
Yeah, he's like some of the best managers. Conte, Ancelotti, Jose. Any manager that he didn't feel like was doing their job, he let them go. But the thing about Abramovich, before he came, Chelsea wasn't that club in London. We were just a club in West London. After he left, we're the biggest club in London, and we won 2 Champions Leagues. We won multiple leagues. We've done everything. We've completed football now in terms of the European titles. Yeah. And 25 years ago, before Roman, that wasn't even a conversation. Arsenal fans were the top dogs. They just gone unbeaten. Yeah. They just done everything they could. They went unbeaten. They got that golden trophy 25 years later.
How I miss Ken Bates. Yeah. Yeah. Ken Bates was a man for me because he was Chelsea's owner before he sold to the fucking Russian man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And made me, I'm gonna be honest, as an Arsenal fan, and I hate to say this, I fucking hate to say this, the emergence of Chelsea destroyed Arsenal. Yeah, it wasn't even Man United. It was the emergence of Chelsea because we could only compete with one team and one team only, football wise, but we couldn't compete with the money that was being put in. Yeah. The emergence of Chelsea. This is why when people say who's bigger, Arsenal or Chelsea? I said, if you're going for all history, then it's Arsenal. If you're going for Premier League history, yeah, just the Premier League, it's Chelsea. If you ask who's the biggest club in London, as much as it hurts me to say, it's Chelsea, because I see as in let's say over the last 40 years, yeah, Arsenal's won so much, but guess what? We haven't won. Yeah, guess what? We haven't won the Champions League. We've had the most appearances.
That's a trophy.
But we haven't won the Champions League.
Any club wants to win.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
That's the one thing that Arsenal haven't done. They haven't even won the Europa, and that's the problem. That's the problem. I think for Arsenal, I feel like I don't understand it. I don't understand why the fans are so okay with not getting those big trophies, because it's been 21 years since you won a Prem. You haven't got a UCL, and you've seen Chelsea do everything, and not just once, twice. 2 Europa Leagues, 1 on your head top, 2 Champions Leagues, and then you're looking at your club and they're making excuses. They're dropping new T-shirts, new jerseys. I mean, the Jamaican one for the that was good. That's a good one. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. If I'm an Arsenal fan, I'm copying that one. But still,
I got one for the family. I got one for the family.
Yeah. Even the all white one as well. That all white one that you had for the
bro.
Was it for the
yeah. I don't know if you've seen on Talk Sport with Roy Keane, Gary Neville, what's his Jamie Carragher, Jill Scott, and Ian Wright. You heard what Henri said, right? You heard what Henri said. I hope Arsenal fans listen to what your club legend said. I hope y'all listen to what he said. He hit the hammer on the nail, bro. He spoke facts. Everything Henri said. Thierry Henry.
Respect to Thierry Henry every single time. Man speaks.
Henry said that, bro.
He speaks facts every single time.
He spoke facts. I watched the whole interview. He was one of the players I wish we signed. Him, Bergkamp, Anelka, Ashley Cole. Huh? Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Ballers. I'm naming ballers here.
Anelka City.
One of your club legends said that shit. Said that shit. Like what that's a tall building. What is he building? Huh? If your club legend said that about your manager, bro, that's a problem, bro. That is a problem.
Bro, let me show you something here. 2 seasons ago, right? The beginning of 2 seasons ago, right?
Show 11, bless up.
Big up, yeah. Henri was with the owner of Spotify, and they said we are trying to buy Arsenal to bring it back to his glory days. You man don't remember that? Yeah.
Oh yeah. I heard that story. Yeah.
He was trying to get Spotify dude to buy Arsenal because the Spotify dude is a major Arsenal fan, yeah. And he said he will take Arsenal back to where they're supposed to be, yeah. Because I'm not into this competing shit, yeah. I'm not into this competing shit. Should I tell you why? Because when it comes to me and Gally, yeah, or me and my missus, right, I didn't have to compete with no next man, yeah. When I used to go to
facts,
when I used to go to job interviews, right, I didn't see no one else. I saw me. I knew how good my talent was. Yeah. Where's all the talented players at Arsenal? Who you got? Saka, and now Saka had an injury because it was inevitable. Yeah. Let me show you something. Okay.
He overplayed them.
Let me show you something here. Saka has been playing before he got injured. Saka has been playing for 7.5 years, right? 7.5 years, nearly. He probably missed about 30 games in 7.5 years before he got injured, right? Now, if you want to accumulate that, right, you could say he played over 400 matches. Yeah, that's too much for anybody. He played near enough every minute for England. He played enough every minute for every game for Arsenal. Yeah. So you think that the manager will fucking do something and bring in rotated players, even if he's not to Saka's level, that can get you through a 90 minutes or even through a 20 minutes span. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But guess what? He doesn't do that. He relies on Odegaard, and do you know what it is? Like, I give Odegaard a hard time because he's the captain. Do I think he's playing in the wrong place? Yes. I think he's more of an 8 than a 10. Yeah, but just because of his ball movement and what he does with the ball and stuff like that, he's more of a player that controls from deep. He's more of a poor man's Cazorla. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Then he is a number 10, right? But he plays in him that. So do you know what? I'm just going to criticize from what I see. We got Havertz. Havertz is a fucking giraffe. Yeah. We got Moreno.
German giraffe.
Mate, bruv. We got Moreno. Yeah. My man's still a virgin. You know what I'm saying? Because he doesn't even know how to hit the hole. Because it's like he's not like when I saw him playing midfield.
Man,
Okay,
still a virgin, Lord.
Okay, just remember the PSG game when he played the midfield for Partey. Yeah, when Rice was the holder. How did they score the goal? By running through the midfield. Yeah, people blame Saka. Yeah, for the goal. No, because he should have covered his man. He should have never let him run off. It's like this, yeah. You see, when someone makes one mistake, it's like dominoes. If you play dominoes, yeah, you know that you tip one down, the rest is gonna fall with them. If you don't tip that down, guess what? The rest of it, that never happens. You get me? My man makes me sick, and this is his player. Fucking what's this? The Spanish Revolution. Do you know what this is? This is more like the Spanish flu. Do you know what happened in the Spanish flu? People died. You know what I'm saying? I don't want like I'm not wishing that on no one else here, but I'm talking about football for Arsenal. It's dead, bruv. It's dead.
Dancy, you see, an Arsenal fan like you, I can respect. Because you know why?
Yeah. I respect Dauncey.
You call out the bullshit.
Dauncey. Proper Arsenal fan. He
You
knows his history.
bullshit.
He knows his shit.
Right. You call out the bullshit.
Every single time.
You call out the bullshit. But when you speak the truth, it says when you speak the truth, they're always against you, right? They're always against you when you speak the truth. Oh, you're negative. You're this, you're that, and that. We're doing the process. The process is working. Bruv, the process is supposed to win you a fucking trophy. Win you the league. Win you a Champions League. Win you something major. But when you speak the truth, they look at you and say you're negative, right? They look at you and say you're negative. But you are a passionate Arsenal fan, bro, and I give you my respect. And I know other Arsenal fans, I bless up too. I bless up Shane Gunner. You feel me? Bless up Lee. You feel me?
Bless up Northside.
Bless up Northside. You feel me? Definitely bless up Northside. Bless up Yardman FC because Yardman is a madman. But bless up Yardman. But listen, y'all are the only Arsenal fans I see that's calling out the bullshit. Everybody else is agreeing, bro. Is agreeing.
Do you know why? Do you know why? Yeah, I'll tell you why, bro. Because when Arsenal win something, and we will win something, I'll tell you why, because it's inevitable. And it's just law of averages. Come on, man. It is what it is. Like we're a big team. Just like everyone's team in here. All of us,
yes.
All of us can go a few years without winning a trophy or like Arsenal, but we'll win something in the end. And then when we win something with Arteta, do you know what they will say? See, I told you. Okay, let me show you something here. At the end of the season, Adam, let me break it down to you. Let me break it down to everyone else in there. How I see football. Yeah. Anybody that finished with a trophy done better than Arsenal. Yeah. Yes. Anybody, it's like my expectations for an Arsenal fan is different from a Nottingham Forest expectation as a Forest fan. I'll tell you why. Because my expectation is to lift a trophy, at the end of the season and to get into Europe while lifting a trophy. Not Forest's expectation is to not get relegated, and hopefully finish mid-table. Well, Forest got to Europa football, so they done better than their expectations. Do you know what I'm saying? And this is why I say they have a better season than us. You know what I'm saying? Because my expectation for my team or Arsenal's expectation is a lot bigger than Forest, because in the Premier League era we are a bigger team than them. Yeah, in the Premier League era, if we didn't finish with a trophy and a Champions League spot, guess what? We've had a failed season. Yeah, that's why I said Newcastle had a much better season than us. Yeah, because they got Champions League and they got a Carling Cup. Yeah, Chelsea had a better season than us because they got their objective by getting into Europe and also winning a cup. Do you see what I'm saying? Yeah, Liverpool had a better season than us. Most people in this world had them third, and they won the fucking league. Yeah, and whoever else got into Europe, yeah, that wasn't expected. Because just remember, they have the top six for a reason, yeah, and then they have the Aston Villas and the so forth to get the European spots. Should tell you why, because that's what it's been like for so many years. And now all these up and coming teams that's getting in there, like Nottingham Forest, yeah, and Fulham, because just remember where Nottingham Forest was 3/4 of the season. Just look where Fulham was 3/4 of the season. So they are got that. Look at fucking Crystal Palace. For me, I would have Crystal Palace as the team of the season. The reason why I did that, because that's their first trophy ever. Yeah, first time they ever got into Europe, right? And tell me this. No one in this world had them win the FA Cup. We could have said that Crystal Palace, not Crystal Palace, Newcastle was going to win a cup because they spent the kind of money, they got a decent manager to win those kind of cups. Yeah, we could say that Chelsea, because, like, come on, man, it's the Conference League. No one's beating Chelsea. From the moment Chelsea was in it, we knew that they was going to win it. It was written in the stars, as Tony says, the stars were aligning. Yeah. Liverpool, even though we had them third, they're as capable of winning the Premier League. Yeah, I mean the Premier League. Tottenham was always going to win because Tottenham are there or thereabouts. So I understand that, but no one had Crystal Palace winning anything. No one. Yeah, if you bet on Crystal Palace £100, you're probably taking back 10 grand right now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like it was like fucking Leicester winning the fucking Premier League. No one had it win. No one had them winning it. This is why I say they had the best season, just because they were the biggest surprise of all. And the fact of the teams that they beat to get to the final and the team they beat in the final was the champions of England. Come on, man. Put some respect on Palace's name. Put some fucking respect on Palace's name.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, definitely, Don. Definitely, Don. Yeah, sorry, Don. I'm telling you, that final when we lost to Crystal Palace, look, not gonna lie, I was fuming. Yeah, I was fuming when we lost that final. Not gonna lie, but congrats to Crystal Palace. They actually played. They actually played like they. They actually played like
they played like they meant it, bro. They played like they meant it.
Yeah, they played exactly. And Russell, not gonna lie, the way they played, it's the way they played. It's like they wanted the FA Cup. Yeah, it's like the way they played. They were hungry to win their first major trophy. After I don't know after how many years, but shout out to Palace though.
I think like 35 years. 35 years, I think.
35 years, I think.
I think so. And Newcastle, 70 fucking years, bro. 70 years.
Yeah, it's mad.
That's mad. Right? That's mad. So when I say I went on a rant because my team lost the final. Yes, last 2 seasons we won a trophy. No, I want to win a trophy every season, bro. Every season. That's what football is about. Winning shit every season. What is it? Carabao Cup, the FA Cup, the league, the Europa League, the Champions League, any trophy, bruv. Any trophy. That's what football is about. Winning games and lifting trophy at the end of the season. Not bragging about a fucking dinner plate. Are you kidding me, bro? Get out of here, man.
Not that cursed dinner plate, bro. For fuck's sakes. Not that cursed dinner plate at all.
Bro, the respect I have for your club, Dancy, I'm losing it. Because people say, oh, we're doing this, we're doing that. He brought us from here, he brought us from there. Yo, Arteta should be the guy before the guy. Arteta should be the guy. Yo, Eric Ten Hag won us 2 trophies. Yeah. Boom. He got sacked. Louis Van Gaal finished 6th. Won the FA Cup. He got sacked the next day. Yeah. This is not working. Sack the manager.
Do you know what it seems like everyone's got bigger ambition than what Arsenal has. I always believe that Arsenal would have never sacked him unless he finishes at the top 4. Because I'm sure I said it on this stream. I said it on Sarcasm City and I said it on Hassam's stream, yeah. And everyone looked at me sideways. If Arteta wins the Champions League or not, I want him to be sacked. Yeah. I was the only person who said that.
I remember you said that. I was in the comments.
Bro,
I was in the comments. I remember you said that.
Like the chat went crazy at me. Yeah, everyone looked at me sideways, and then they'll say to me, "So, if he brought you the trophy that not even your Lord Arsene Wenger has brought you, why would you just want to sack him?" I said, in isolation, that's great for us for him to win us.
Lord Arsene Wenger.
Yeah,
that's what they said to you.
Yeah. That's cool, man. Like you know, these people in the chat and shit like that. Like, a lot of them, like, it is what it is, isn't it? Like, bless them all. You know what I'm saying? Like, for me, I said, I replied to that person that said that because I wanted to make him feel special. Let me show you something. In isolation, it's so good for him to win us a trophy that no one else has ever brought to us. Like, to make us sit on the table with you, man, there. Yeah? To give us that right to brag. But what about all the years before? Yeah? I put it down to this. If one of my boys was stealing from me left, right, and center, yeah, constantly stealing from me, but then with money he bought me a Ferrari, what am I going to forget everything that he stole from me in the past?
No,
that's what I'm saying. It's still there. You was never my true friend, so you shouldn't be around me. It's just like I relate to my football team. It's like you winning the cup, or let's say the Champions League, would have been a fluke. Next season will be normal settings. This is what I'm saying. But then because you've won something, these full Arsenal people, these Arteta sexuals now would say, well, he won us another cup. He brought us something that not even Wenger can give us. Give him a fucking trophy. Now we can stay for another 3 years. At least by him not winning it, yeah, has also suited my agenda. Because every game that goes by, people will start turning on him until the board turns on him, until they start losing out money. And you know what happens when these Americans lose money? They cut, man. You know what I'm saying? That's man out. And I can't wait for that day, bro. I can't fucking wait for that day.
Bro, no, I agree with that point though, and about getting rid of him regardless of if he won the UCL. Because look at the managers that won my team the UCL. First was Di Matteo, gone by halfway of the next season. Second was Tuchel, gone by a season later. Because and even with Tottenham, they won their first trophy, but they got rid of Ange. Why? Because in the end of the day, your league form dictates who you are as a manager. And if your league form is so bad and you're failing in every other aspect of the football, what a UCL, it's good for the moment. You'll be happy, you'll be gassed. But this is the difference between ownership and the fans. The fans are emotional. The ownership can't afford to be emotional. It's not about thinking about oh man, this is a great moment for our fans. We should keep him. No, they think logically. They think most the best ownership thinks logically. Thinks, okay, is he gonna get me what I need next season? If they say no, that he's gone. And you're right in terms of Arsenal's owners. As long as he gets top 4, he's safe. Next season, if he gets top 4, he's safe. Season after that, gets top 4, he's safe. Because they're not gonna get rid of someone that gives them what they need constantly, and that's just money from the Champions League, money from the top 4, money from shirt sales, money from the people coming to the stadium. And they don't care about the regular fans. They don't care about the people in London who are proper Arsenal fans that are going to the game week in, week out. They care about the foreign ones coming in for that one-day trip, spending big P's in the mega store, spending big P's in the stadium. So for them, it's about what keeps me making me money. So as long as Arteta gets that top 4, is competing. And then, you know what I don't understand is that there's still fans now that believe in him. What you saw Crystal Palace, Tottenham, and Chelsea all win a trophy. 3 teams in London. There was a party in North, there was a party in West, there was a party in South. A couple years ago, there was a party in East with West Ham. They won a trophy. You've seen that in your 5 years. You see every part of London have a party. Yeah? Even Tottenham, they were parading down the streets of Tottenham. Arsenal fans were there looking probably like with tears in their eyes. You've seen that now, but you still believe in him. What's it gonna take? What's it gonna take now? Because that's the worst of the worst. Everyone else is celebrating. Well, what you want to see Fulham win a trophy? What about Fulham? What other London teams? Name them. How many London teams do you need to see win stuff before you actually realize Arteta ain't the guy?
Do you know what they'll say to you, King?
What?
But we've won a gold trophy. That's what they'll say.
Oh, that's 20. You know what? That's 21 years ago. 21 years ago.
You
know that's what
they'll say.
Secondary school, uni, and started a new job and lost that job and probably looking for another job right now. It's
like this, yeah. It's like this, right? My kids have never seen Arsenal lift the Premier League. Yeah. I've taken them to a parade, but it was a parade for the FA Cups. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know how horrible it is? And when they say, "But Dad, why do you keep swearing at the TV? You know they can't hear you." And I'm like to them,
Yo.
I'm saying,
If your kid is telling you that, yo, if your kid is telling you that.
But it's like that passion in it, yeah. And it's like I want to touch on something before because you said something, yeah. It's like you see the thing that we live that it's like the day and age that we live. Because King, you reminded me I needed to say something. You see, back in the day, if we lost a match or a final or a game that we really needed to win, a player like Henry would say, "This is not good enough. We didn't play how we wanted to. We didn't impose ourselves. Yeah? We need to do better." Yeah,
they would have got booed.
Nowadays, last season, I heard Declan Rice, and I got nothing against Declan Rice. But one thing I hated what he did, yeah, when he said, you see people, like, because you know when people's going after Havertz and stuff, what they were saying about his family and stuff, I wasn't agreeing. Yeah, they should never say that. Like, come on, man. Like, I rant at the best of times, but I'm not going after someone's family or getting things personal. I'm keeping everything straight football. You know what I'm saying? I might make a few jokes, but we're keeping everything football. The only thing I didn't like what fucking Declan Rice said, you see the real fans that come to the match, they're the ones who care about us, yeah? No, yeah? I'll tell you something right now. The real fans are the ones that keep getting shut down. The real fans is the ones who has the expectation, who has that level, who really wants to win. Let me show you something here. Just because you're in America and you cannot get to the Emirates, it doesn't make you a lesser fan than what I am. I'm in more of a privileged state because I live in Islington. Yeah, I'm able. My job allows me to actually pay the money. That's what I'm saying, because it's expensive going there. You get what I'm saying? To get a ticket.
Not to interrupt you. How much for a season ticket for Arsenal?
Oh no, it's stupid.
Okay, people. Okay.
Stupid.
I mind you have more than one kid. You have rent, food, transportation, emergencies, stuff like that. And you still afford to cover your season ticket. Okay.
Yeah. But then and it's like the footballers are thinking that like I shouldn't like it's like this year. In my job, I get criticized if I fuck up. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mine too.
They don't get criticized. They think that they're not supposed to get criticized when they fuck up. Is what I'm saying. Of course, you're gonna get criticized. Don't get me wrong. They're lucky because they're in the 3% of how many people wanted to play football. So they're in a good. They're actually in a good. They're in a good state, and they're a great athlete, which cool. But guess what? When you fail, we will be there cussing. You should tell you why. Because it's like this year, I got brought up when a person fails. If I tell my kids, no, look, failing is a part of life. Yeah, as long. Yeah. It's mad.
Bro. That's like Alexa. How much is 50 pounds in US dollars?
Oh my days, 50 quid for 3
It's about 58 euros.
$68, bro. Are you serious?
Yeah. Emirates is expensive. It's expensive,
Alexa,
especially if you sit in the nicer seats as well with the food stalls they have there. They got the fancy.
Bro. Yeah. $68 US for 3 hot dogs.
Yeah. They're not even good hot dogs.
They're scamming you, man. They're scamming you. I thought my club owners were scamming us. Nah, they're scamming you, man, bro. That's crazy, bro.
I think London, where Arsenal's like the most expensive
50
for everything, really.
50
'cause
quid.
it's
No,
London.
Tottenham is.
Tottenham.
Tottenham is now. Yeah,
Oh,
Tottenham is now.
yeah, because of their nicest
Absolutely.
new stadium. Yeah, makes
Yeah,
sense. But London
yeah,
is
yeah.
more
I'll tell you
expensive
what.
than the north.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Sorry,
Yeah,
King.
like
Sorry, King. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go
like
ahead. Go ahead.
if you go to the north, yeah, it's about £8, £7, £8. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
And the beer is about that price as well. The beer in the Emirates, what was it? Like last time I went, what match it was? I think I bought 4 drinks, and it was about that price there. It was about that price there.
Mm.
So
bro,
it's
Nancy, so let's just say if you bring your kids to a match, you're spending almost £300 to £400, bro.
yeah, yeah, because yeah, if I was been a match, the tickets price. No, the thing is, it's funny because it's if let's say I was to bring them to the Emirates Cup, for all of us to go, I would spend about
extortion.
£80. But then if they wanted shirts as well, that's like that's £250 right there. Yeah, so that's like £310. And for food and drink as well, I'll be spending there about £350.
£350.
Yeah.
£350. Bro,
Yeah,
you
and
mean
that's pre-season.
Bro,
Pre-season.
I had to send money to my brother the other day, right? And I sent him in like what, 400 or 500 US. So when I converted, I think he got maybe like £200 to £300. I don't know, but I sent him some money. But Dancy, you're telling me, bro, you're telling me £58, 68 US dollars for
Mate, do you know the funny thing is, yeah? When I went Arsenal Man United, the game where we beat you, I think it was 2-0.
Yeah.
I paid £75 for my ticket.
For just your ticket?
Yeah, it's my ticket.
You went by yourself or you went with your family?
No, me and my boy go. I like my family. My family, like it's heartbreaking, but my son don't really like football like that. It's heartbreaking, but it is what it is.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, it is what it is. Like he's a gamer. It is what it is, isn't it? I can't make him live through what I want him to do. This is what I'm saying. But yeah, it's be my boys that go. I pay £75 for the ticket.
Damn, bro, that's criminal, bro. Bro, that is criminal, bro. I heard y'all was
that is absolutely criminal,
bro.
Russell.
Yeah. Mate, an away ticket to get to Tottenham, yeah. One dude tried to charge me £210. I told him to go suck off his mum and dad for crashes.
£210.
Yeah, bro. It ain't easy at that film. People think it's easy. Like when it comes to tickets, ask Kev. If like when you go to certain matches, the bigger the match, the prices are ridiculous. When
Arsenal costs about 2,000 to watch it get platinum. Yeah. So there's tiers too.
Yeah.
And that's low platinum.
And there's like lotteries for the bigger games as well. So you sometimes can't even get a ticket.
That's $3,000, bro. That's 3,000 US. Alexa, how much is £2,000?
Fucking
Yeah.
Alexa,
So you can fly to Germany, watch a Dortmund game, and come back and spend less money.
King.
Bro, that's almost $3,000, bro. Seriously.
Yeah. I'd rather go to Europe and watch a game over there. I'm gonna lie. That kind of money.
Yeah.
Russell, yeah, we had the same issue with our club, yeah, and our fan base. Fan base were protesting before protesting for like 3 to 5 minutes before the game even started, and you'll never guess what happened. The owners listened to us. Yeah, the owners listened to our cries, and what they did, they reduced the ticket prices for all the match going fans. So now you're gonna see a lot of City fans in Manchester, the local fans in Manchester go to games now. This is how you get your voice heard.
You see, AK, like, for a team like Manchester, they can do that. Should I tell you why? Because they're not the capital of London. So many people come in and out of London. It's hard for teams like Arsenal, Chelsea, and Tottenham, even into West Ham, to actually put those stuff on, because there's so many people that come into our areas. It's like when it comes to Chelsea and Arsenal, we live in some of the richest boroughs in England. I mean, literally in England. House prices are ridiculous, right? Renting is even worse, right? So when it comes to those things, because if let's say I'm a local and we got all the locals together to come and protest and stuff like that, and all the other Arsenal fans come down, guess what? Because it's Arsenal FC within London now, yeah, and it's accessible to get to Arsenal Stadium, we have visitors from out of the country wanting to see Arsenal that don't give a flying fuck, because this is the only opportunity they're going to see the players that they watch on TV play. That's the issue. In Manchester, yeah, it's a smaller town, and the majority of people that actually support, especially Man City, not more Man United, Man City, are people that were born and raised in Manchester. Is what I'm saying. So they can get away with that kind of stuff. That's the difference, bro. Like in London, if you're gonna hold this thing up and say, "Oh no, we won't go" or whatever, it ain't gonna work for in London. It's just because there's too much coming in and coming out in London. London is just like a transfer window every single day. That's what London is, bro. It's mad.
Yeah, and they'll spend whatever money on resale tickets to get into the game. Any money.
Russell, and also you won't believe right now. After that reduced the prices, guess now how much for an adult for a single adult ticket? Yeah, the minimum is 40 pounds. The maximum right now is 60 pounds now.
Really?
Yeah, it is.
It's mad.
Minimum 40 pounds right now.
Yeah, that's it. See, I would love that to be Arsenal. You see, because I remember the days when I had to go to Arsenal when I was younger. We had to go either to the Arsenal Stadium or the old Arsenal shop in Finsbury Park, right underneath the station, when we could go there and get tickets, match tickets, and they'll cost, like, say for kids it was like £7 or £11 or something like that, and you can save your money. Nowadays, it's just crazy, bruv. It's just a money game, and do you know what it is? Yeah, I understand that with inflation in some sort, but do you know when you live in a local area, you should be expected to get a discount or get like first refusal, because without you, there is no Arsenal for what it is. You know what I'm saying? And that's the only thing. But then I'm not going to knock Arsenal just because, you see, Arsenal Football Club, as bad as we are on the field or stupid on the field, Arsenal do a lot for the community. They've built a lot of 4G pitches within the neighborhood, like youth clubs. They've helped a lot of youth clubs out with money, like bought 4G pitches so only they can use it within schools, like put the Arsenal sign, get the Arsenal players to come down. Like my mum's a nurse in it, yeah. And in the local hospital, they always go down to say hello, to see, like, the cancer patients. Gunnosaurus does his thing. So they do a lot for the community. So like when it comes to community, they do that. Yeah, and I can respect that. It's just like the prices. It's ridiculous for certain people. You see, I'm in more of a privileged state just because, let's say, myself and my wife, we both got good jobs. Yeah, so we're cool like that. Yeah, but not everyone that lives in Islington can do that. You know what I'm saying? Right. Let's say someone that's across the world, for them to come to London to do that, it's like a pipe dream for them. You get me? Yeah, and it shouldn't be like that. It should be affordable for everyone to be able to come to enjoy your favorite players. But unfortunately, that's where football's changed.
Yeah, it's too expensive. That's the thing. For me, I would have to go to like Fulham games, even Fulham, just to watch Chelsea, because it'd be a lot cheaper to go there. So, like, growing up, I watched more Fulham than Chelsea because, first of all, Chelsea has a small stadium. It's only like 40,000. Then you're looking at the prices. Then you're looking at actually trying to get a ticket. It's like, it's difficult. It's difficult. And then if you can't afford the season ticket, then it's long. And then there's a waiting list for it as well. So it's like, it's difficult to try and get into these things. So, yeah, man. They make it so hard in London for you to actually want to go to the games. So more time I'm gonna have to just watch at home.
If you want the lottery, you could buy any friggin' ticket you want. If you want a lottery,
exactly.
About the price, buy it. Exactly,
Yeah.
bro.
Euro millions and that,
Yeah.
Even God knows this. Euro millions.
Dancy, 66 US dollars. That's 50 pound, bro. For what?
Yeah.
Yeah. Expensive, but I'm happy that I got to see my team win the FA Cup live at Wembley. So I'm more privileged than most. So games
that's
you
it.
can go to,
Go
it is
to.
what it is. Yeah, man.
Go to. Like it's mad because one of the first finals I can remember going to back in the day was Arsenal Liverpool in Cardiff. The final. Arsenal Liverpool in the final in Cardiff for the FA Cup. I think it was 202. I think it was that double there, 202. Yeah. I think that was the first final that I was able to go to. All the other finals, it just wasn't happening. You know what I'm saying? I was a different person back then, but yeah. It was amazing, but it's just nice to know that, like you said, when you can get to matches, get to it. As long as you don't get like bent over like that, get to them. You know what I'm saying? Because the experience just to be around the fans, just to be around the football, and to say that, you know what, yeah, the club that you love or in love with for so many years, you can actually go and see. It's funny because I saw Arsenal win the league at Tottenham. Yeah, I've been to Old Trafford. I've been to Craven Cottage. I've been to the Etihad. The old one though, not the new one, the old one. Yeah. I've been to Ellen Road, Brighton. You know what I'm saying? It's mad. Craven Cottage, which I love it because it reminds me of the old Emirates. You know what I'm saying? Chelsea's ground as well. It's like I've been to so many ones, yeah. And it's actually been a privilege because, like I said, when you get to be around the fans, when like I love it when the rival fans are singing and then you sing back to them, and it's like it's war on that, yeah. And then most of the time it never comes to nothing. You know what I'm saying? Unless you meet a Tottenham Bellend. But it's probably one of the most amazing things when it comes to football. For me, there's only two things that I genuinely love. Let's say outside family and stuff like that. One is football, and the other one is music, because both of them are relatable to every single person that you meet, or most people. You know what I'm saying?
Facts, Dancy. Facts.
So I love it, man. Love
Yeah,
it, man.
man. Yeah, live sports is different, and it's even better when you get to go to like different places in Europe and watch teams like that. Because I've been to like Benfica and Sporting Lisbon, and to see those atmospheres, it's cold. It's cold. I'm trying to see the San Siro. I'm trying to see Real Madrid Stadium. I'm trying to see all of them kind of thing, because I feel like that's a different level. But yeah, I wish I could see more Chelsea games, but at the moment, yeah, it's just not really probable.
And this is the thing I'm trying to say, right? This little Jim the Rat, right? This little Jim the Rat talk about he wants to build a new stadium. Nah, bro, rebuild our old stadium. Fuck off with a new stadium, bro. Because what I want to build a new stadium to generate y'all more money, and we don't challenge for the league. We don't win nothing, huh? Get the fuck out of here with a new stadium, bro. Huh?
Yeah.
Come on, bro. Listen. It's like the way how football is changing nowadays, bro. It's just like there's no more true fans anymore. The true fans is a dying breed, extinct. True fans are extinct. Everybody in this panel here and everybody in this chat, I can say are true fans. But the generations after us, bro, it's like they just run with the BS. Anything they hear, they just run with it. They don't fact check nothing. People, you gotta fact check thing, man. Because if you don't fact check, oh Lord.
Yeah, but it's, you know what the biggest issue I have though is, like, when you have the biggest support, like the two biggest clubs in terms of England are Man U, Liverpool. But in terms of like the social media space, it's United and Arsenal. And that you look at the two biggest YouTube pages of United Stand and AFTV, the stuff they put out, people are actually watching this. Young kids are listening to this, and if you're putting out stuff that is propaganda, that is for the club, that is actually giving you the wrong information.
I tell you, man, this right now. I don't like the United Stand, because that guy for the United Stand, You feel me? Missing, missing, missing that guy for the United stand, bro. He's a brown envelope. He was talking shit about Talk Sports. Then you went on Talk Sports. How you talk shit about Talk Sports? Then you go on it. You deleted all of the tweets. Come on, bro. Come on.
Yeah. But I feel like those channels have a responsibility to actually tell the fans the truth. Because every time they don't, you're getting more and more fans listening to the BS. And then you get this situation with what Henri said. And go back to that point. There were fans that went against Henri. He is one of your legends of your club. And you have fans, young fans, disrespecting him because he had an opinion. And you're looking at it, it's like this guy's a legend. He won you titles. He's your top goal scorer.
Yeah,
he beat Righty in
and that's my legend right there. You see the thing is, my take on that is that I don't blame Goldfish or any of them for spitting out the propaganda and the bullshit they are, because we all know mainstream media is a load of shit in it and negative.
Yeah,
like not even negative news sells. Like in the papers, you know what they talk about.
Yeah,
it's like when a kid dies, they always, if it's of a certain demographic, they always name and say the color that he is. But we all know it is. It's like the whole Ryan Sterling and the Foden debate again. Yeah, but I'm gonna go into that. See, the problem that I have with these shows, the problem that I have with these shows is that they do not have people objectifying their comment. Yeah. They don't bring people on there that's like any of us, like, because I can clean up my language when I want to, because I do it every day for work. You know what I'm saying? When I got to be formal, when I got to be prim and proper, when I've got to be proper English, I can do all of that, right? But then there's ways you can say things without actually cursing and all of that. Yeah. On those platforms, I get it, because they are major platforms, right? But my issue is that they don't have people with a similar train of thought like us that call out our clubs when it's time to call out our clubs. Because it's okay for us to say, do you know what, for me to turn around and say, no, Arsenal's doing a splendid job. I could do in a gal, and say, do you know what, with Arsenal's done so well in what they've done, where we've come, where we this, where we've done that, but not realizing that that's not my true feelings. That's not my true shit. Me, like with me, I take pride in thinking of what you see is what you get. I am a tough face, family, born and bred Jamaican, cancer the state you, I say what I like, and I don't have no apologies. I shit on Tottenham as much as I can fucking get, and anytime I lift a trophy, I'm shameless as hell. Is what I'm saying.
And you know,
I respect winners.
Don't grown up in a Jamaican household. Where you cry for? You want me to give you something for cry? Okay. Grown up in a Jamaican house, bro. My mom used to say to me, "Do you want me to give you something to cry about?" Huh? My mom will come up in my face and tell me that shit, bro.
Yeah. And see, that's my issue. It's just that these mainstream programs, they like the Goldfishes because he's got a big platform, and he's like a trained monkey, as they say. You say jump, he says how high. They say be negative, they'll just say a little negative piece, but speak more positive. He's like, okay, like someone like me. Like if I ever went on those probably shows, and I probably will never go on those shows. Like you can never say never, but they couldn't handle someone like me. It's not that I will never want to go in there. They can't handle someone like me, someone that's not gonna have points, because what they will do, you see, one of the biggest ways of how they try to shut you up is to constantly interrupt you and try to give you out buzzwords. But you wouldn't be here if you didn't do this. You wouldn't be this. Just look where you were before. Okay, let me show these Arsenal idiots where he was before. We had Mustafi in a fucking Europa League final against Chelsea. We had a broken down team, in the final against Chelsea. The only reason why they beat us was because of Hazard. Let's not sugarcoat it, because the last time we played them when Hazard wasn't there, we beat them. Hazard was an alien. You know what I'm saying? And then they will say, oh yeah, but then he wasn't good enough. This is why they sacked him. No, he didn't get the opportunities that Arteta did. Yeah. And they'll say, do you know what? Yeah, he had a failed player like Pepe. Yeah. Pepe was never going to be the main guy. He need guys around him to take the heat off him. You know what I'm saying? Because if that wasn't the case, look at the trash we bought after when Arteta was here. How many defenders have we bought? How many midfielders have we bought? Tierney, our best left back, you're telling me you can't utilize him. Yeah.
Hold on a second, Dancy. Really now? They do this. They really do that. Wow. Sorry, Dancy. Continue.
Yeah. They'll turn around and say, because I've watched those programs and I've seen the way they do things. You do get one or two, even who is it? That ex-Tottenham footballer, the striker, I forgot his name. That's an Carlton Cole, not Carlton Cole, the other dude. Yeah, that's an Arsenal fan. He says a little bit, but then he tries to stay positive, and I get it. But then you got to call it out as you call it out. It's like this, yeah. If I saw my old school friend and she's got 2 baby fathers or 3 baby fathers, yeah, and 4 pickney, yeah, and she wants to go out and go out and drinks with me, I'm not going to be number 5. You know what I'm saying? You ain't getting no kid number 5 from me because I'm going to tell you how it is. Do you know what I'm saying? I'll tell you in a very polite way, but I'll tell you how it is regardless. These people will take her out, have another pickney, and look after 4 other people's pickney like people's youths. Like they're an idiot. That's what I see Arsenal fans are. That's what I see most of these fans are. And the thing is, do I blame the fans? Yes. Do you know why? Because you don't have to go on Twitter. You don't have to have these platforms. Yeah. You can create what you want and you can see football for how you want. But it's like people like us, yeah, we're always going to be unpopular, yeah, because the majority aren't here yet. Yeah, we are the pioneers. People just follow that, and that shows you people in the footballing world, they're just sheep. You know what I'm saying? And who's controlling them? It's the talk sports. Yeah, and you know what it is? I haven't got nothing bad to say about AFTV. I haven't got nothing good to say. Did I enjoy AFTV back in the day when there was Raw? Yes, I did. But guess what? Do you know when they start making that real money, they have to evolve. My only problem is that these mans aren't allowing people with our kind of opinions, yeah, to have a say, yeah, especially on their platforms. You get me? Because it's not even going to demoralize their shows or anything, because we can clean it up and we can big it up with stats and facts. But guess what? Yeah, it's the people that they have listening to them. They're not going to like it. You know what I'm saying? Which I get as well, because it shows you that the world, all they care about is money. The moment you're backing their agenda, they're loving you, bro. The moment you're like, trust the process. Yeah, man, I gotta trust the process because you know what, yeah, the process has got me through hard times. You know what I'm saying? Because when Arsenal was down and out, I was down and out. And because Arteta said trust the process, now I'm gonna trust the process, bruv. Now I'm gonna be there. Guess what, Zinchenko? Yay, it's not about winning, it's about participating. Hey, Rude Boys, are you fucking 5 years old? After my kids turned 8, yeah, I told them in every fucking sports day, you lot better win. Because when I'm racing the fathers out there, guess what? I'm winning. And you know what my kids done day one every single fucking year and made me proud. Because you know what, yeah? No one gives a fuck about the loser.
Facts.
100%. And that, you know, when it comes to those platforms, I think what makes them so big is that people are comforted by the lies and hurt by the truth. And that's what makes you the money. Is by lying most of the time. Obviously, there's some good people in those platforms. AFTV, you got Turkish, who's a real one, but most of the time you see a lot of things that are putting these fans astray and comforting them with these lies. And if you believe enough lies, it becomes the truth to them. That's what happens.
Yeah, facts.
Right, that's crazy, facts. Bro, it's like
and Russell.
Yeah,
and Russell. I'll tell you a little something about these channels. I mean, not yours, though. I'm talking about the
big that
ones,
brother, by the way. Yeah, on him. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, bun that Voldemort-looking Filuda Puta. Yeah, bun him. Yeah,
Yo, bro,
man like
this man,
Voldemort.
you
Man
just trying
like
to curse him,
yo,
persecute?
man like Voldemort. Yeah, man like
You
Voldemort.
trying to curse him,
Coming out with
Jesus now?
a stay humble. Yeah, man like Voldemort coming up with a stay humble shirt after Arsenal smashed us at our worst ever season, and they still failed to win a trophy. Yeah, so hold that expeditiously. Hold that, you flippin' Voldemort looking what? Hold that.
Yo,
No, do you know what? Yeah, he's a shame to my club because I don't like to get political and all of that. Yeah.
neither do
Then
I. Neither do I.
when because you know it is like when I look at life, I don't look at life as black or white. I look at life as we're all here as one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And like we're all here to help each other. Because if you're in a hospital and you're going to be half dead, no matter what color the person is or religion, you want them to save your life. You know what I'm
exactly.
saying? So have that kind of like when you go to shops, when you're eating food, you're eating other people's cultures. Yeah. So you better embrace like you don't have to embrace it. Just leave it alone because the world that doesn't revolve around that. People like Julian, I don't really speak about against most people apart from those idiots here that talk shit. You see him, yeah, he's the bottom of the barrel. You know what I'm saying? From time now, I'm about peace, yeah. Before I was about problems. Now I'm more about peace. You know what I'm saying? Like,
The bar
especially
alone
in
is nice.
yeah. You see, people like Julian is disgusting. And that's not the first time he's done things like that. He's known to do things like this. Yeah. Because what? Because what? He wants a little drink. Because yeah, I am sorry. This is why there's certain people I don't respect in the industry, and even certain footballers I don't respect. You see, Jamie Carragher, I think he's a fucking piece of shit. Yeah. Does he have ball knowledge? Yeah, he has ball knowledge, but he's a dirty piece of fucking shit. Let me show you something here.
No.
How can a man spit in a child's face and still be on TV every fucking week? That shit makes me sick. He spat in a child's face because they took the piss out of him losing. Yeah. He said shit about Skelly, yeah, because Skelly was like, who is he? Why is he doing it for? Yeah. Has he forgotten where he was and what he was doing when he won the Champions League? That dude makes me fucking sick. I can't stand none of them. The Gary Nevilles, he knows what it's like fucking in the derby, yeah. He's done the most despicable things to players, trying to break people's bones and shit like that. And then he wants to talk about players because they're going out. Players are allowed to have lives. It's easy. I don't give a flying fuck if a player wants to go out, party, drink, and do all of this shit. Even if you're not performing, should I tell you why? Because if you're not good enough, the club needs to sell you. Who are they to have an opinion on them when them man did the same thing? That's what makes me fucking sick. I don't respect none of them pussy-holes.
But I don't rate Jamie Carragher. Yeah, bro, he's Mr. I call him Mr. Own Goals. Mr. Own Goals.
Yeah.
Bro, the only player from Liverpool I rate is Wayne friggin' Rooney. He came from Everton. He came from Everton to us. And Jamie Carragher said he's an Everton fan. How are you supposed to leave Everton, go to Liverpool? How you do that? You say you grew up as an Everton fan, but you go play for Liverpool?
Nah, man, you got to respect Paul Ince. He was a baller.
Get out of here, bro. Get out of here, bro. Like, I honestly, people, like, I'm kind of glad in this footballing world there's some real fans left. Cause you know why? We're not peons. We're not yes man. When it comes to this, we will forever call out the BS. But when we call out the BS, they say we're negative. We're fake fans. You know this and that. I'm like, bro, I see my club lift 10 Premier League trophies from 1997 when I was 5 years old to 2013. I cut school in 2007-8 to see us lift that Champions League trophy. So that's 11 trophies 11 major trophies I seen my club lift. And when I tell them I want my club to go back to the standards that they have, they said, I'm being negative. and be negative. It don't work like that. Yes, it does. Remind you fucking United, bro. What do you mean it don't work like that? What? Gansi, when I call these things out, I'm being negative. I don't know nothing. I don't have ball knowledge. I'm an idiot. I'm saying this click for likes. I'm saying this stuff for clicks for likes. I'm not, bro. When I go on a rant, that's me naturally. That is me naturally going on a rant because I'm fed up. I'm pissed off. But when I talk about high standard, I live across a pond. I'm a fan looking in from the outside in, and if I could see the problems at the club, and I'm calling it out, why everybody else around and say, "Oh, I'm chatting shit. I don't know what I'm talking about." Huh? Get out of here, man. Get out of here. You're calling yo, Dancy, you, Northside, Lee, Shane,
And
DJB, DJB, Aaron, Jezza, all of the same as Arsenal fans is calling out the BS. All of them is calling out the BS. But when they call out the BS, they get hate. But at least there's a group of fans out there that think the same way. They're like, nah. But those fans are the negative fans, right? No. Dancy want to see his club lift the Premier League, lift the Champions League. That's what he wants to see. What's so wrong in that? What's so wrong in that? Senior club, you want to see your club lift a major fucking trophy, bro. What is so wrong with that? Huh?
All Don needs is just a trophy, bruv. All he needs is his team to lift a trophy. That's all he needs. And you're calling him negative. No. I'm telling you, if that was my fan base doing that, I would be cussing them out every week.
I'm not surprised they do that. I'm not surprised. That whole thing is that whole institution is a sellout. The whole entire institution is a sellout. You feel me? And as a yard man, and one of the owners is a yard man, he should be ashamed. He should be ashamed of himself. He should be ashamed of himself because he's a part of the problem too. And he's a yard man.
Even Cecil. Even man like Cecil, Russell, even man like Cecil.
Do you know what? Yeah, everyone's a problem until they start getting paid. Yeah, the moment they start getting paid is when when you see them back down. Right? This is why I said like people like me, they can never handle me on their channel. Right? They can never handle certain people on their channels just because it's like I'm not gonna sell out for a little money where it's like that. Yeah. I can clean up my language. I can do that so easy. I can still do what I do without swearing and all of that. But I'm too negative for that because I will pick holes in what people say because that's what I do for a living. And I'll make people look stupid on their own platform. You know what I'm saying? Cool. Am I always going to be right? No, I'm not. Yeah. I'm going to learn as well. But then I could bring up stats. I could bring up why a player didn't do this or do this or do that. Or I could just genuinely say, yeah, would you accept anybody being in your workplace for 5 years and constantly making you lose money, not meeting your maximum objective? No. Would you take that? No, because I know I wouldn't.
They will get the sack. Dancy, you see in my job, you could come late, yes, but if you make it a pattern, a consistent pattern where they catch on, bro, you get sacked expeditiously. Dancy, if you don't do your job, they talk to you, do a counselor. They do everything there is to do to help you. And the minute you make it a pattern, Dancy, I work in a hospital, mate, right? And you know how busy and hectic a hospital job is, right? If you're not performing, bro, you're getting sacked.
Yeah.
You're getting the sack, bro.
That's facts, man. And that's the thing. It's like that, yeah. It's like if you don't agree with certain man, they try these little things where it's like they're trying to kick you off your game, and then they pull it down to banter and all of that. I get it. It's like people like Robbie. That's his platform. Yeah, that's his platform. He's trying to make it an unstoppable brand. And you know what? Yeah, he's done successful in what he's done, because I'm never gonna hate on a person for doing things how they do it. But what I
Speak the
believe is
truth.
just that
Speak the
it's
truth.
like, yeah, just as at times be objective. When you're having a debate show, have a debate show with someone that's actually going to speak their mind without trying those little semantics, without trying those little buzzwords, without doing this, without doing that. Because like when it's so bad, yeah, I'm going to say this. Jose Mourinho called Arsene Wenger a specialist in failure.
Earlier,
Yeah?
yes. I remember him
He
saying that.
he chose the wrong words. He projected his energy in the wrong place. Arsenal institution are failures because they keep failing constantly. Okay, peoples, yeah, out there. Let me show you how much of Arsenal failures and Arsenal, how poorly Arsenal are. We care about money over everything, yeah? We know clubs do that because they got to make money. It's a PLC, I get that, yeah? Arsenal are one of the richest clubs in England, yeah? Top 5 easy. The reason why Arsenal are constantly making money, because for one, they're bringing out shirt sales, yeah, constantly, yeah, and they're doing stupid things like a fucking Arsenal dating show.
When I saw that, I was like,
Mate.
yo,
So
Dancy. When I saw that,
that shit pissed me
when
off.
I saw that, Dancy, I'm
Yeah.
like, nah, blood, no.
No.
Dancy, when I heard you said that, bro, I thought you was joking, bro. I took my phone or it was on the stream. I went and looked at it. I'm like, bro, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? Is this
Yeah.
serious?
Yeah. You see, people thought I think people thought I was making up when I said that. Yeah, Arsenal's got a dating show. Arsenal's got a dating show, so you can watch the game before and afterwards, and then you can go into the hall and then do speed dating and say, "Yeah, I found my love in Arsenal Stadium." Are you fucking stupid? That means we'll do anything and everything for money. Yeah, I thought Tottenham were bad by having Beyonce, but at least they're attracting stars to come to their shithole. Yeah, for me, Tottenham have the best looking toilet I've ever seen in my life. I used to be a plumber. I
Yo,
see
bro.
some nice toilets out there.
Yo, it does look like a toilet. It does. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Dancy, that's why I say I respect you, man. There's certain Arsenal fans out there I respect. Cause you know why? They stand on business. You feel me? That's why I said there's certain Chelsea fans I respect. There's certain Liverpool fans I respect, right?
Yeah.
And there's certain City fans I will respect, right? But if you're one of those little peons that follow the cult leader, because yo, we have them in my fan base too.
Yeah,
We have them in my fan base too. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. But when you speak the truth, they're against you. They're against you when you speak the truth, right? I said on this channel, we don't sugarcoat nothing, bro. I don't have time. I don't have time to pretend. I don't live in a pretend world, bro. I live in a real world with real problems, bro.
I get that, man. Trust me, I get that. This is why I got the standpoint that I have, and I always will have this standpoint, because I'm sick and tired. Like I said, I'm sick of
Your mic.
Yeah,
Can
don't
you hear me?
mic. Your mic's
Yeah,
acting
now we're hearing you. Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like that. Yeah. That's why I said I'm sick and tired of this fucking infrastructure. I'm sick and tired of do you know what it is? I'm just sick and tired of Arsenal as a whole. It's like, show ambition. Don't give me half-hearted. Don't give me no half-hearted. It's like, if I'm gonna buy my wife flowers, yeah, I'm not gonna buy her the pot that the flowers come in with no flowers. You know what I'm saying? That's just stupid. I turn up at work, say, "Hey babe, here's your flowers," but all I just came in was with a pot and no flowers. Arsenal are doing things so half-hearted, and this is where they need to stop. But then the moment this shit stops is when the fans get involved. The majority of the fans that stop buying the merchandise, that stop. It's not even going to those games. It's like, yeah, just don't go, because you know what? Do you know what people hate the most? embarrassment. They hate embarrassment more than losing money. This is what I'm saying. They hate embarrassment, especially these rich motherfuckers. But it is what it is, fam. It is what it is, lads.
What do you think
just
about
move
this
in it.
question, Danzi?
Go on. Okay, Robbie done well to get where he is, but do you think he gets paid by the club in some way? Yeah, I could tell you now, yeah, he gets paid by the club. Because you got to remember, back in the day, it was called Arsenal. Was it called Arsenal Fan TV? That's when it first came out. It was called Arsenal Fan TV. And then when they started to work with the club, they couldn't use that name no more because they didn't want to be directly representing Arsenal Fan TV. When they changed the name to AFTV, that's when they got all the backstage passes. Because if you don't know, if you don't understand it, that's when a lot of the controversial people that didn't want to change left the show. Yeah, left the show. Other people done their own thing like Troops, and I got nothing but love and respect for Troops because Troops is he's a legend out here, and like, I respect that dude highly. But then, like, when they became AFTV, that's when once the name changed, then the attitude changes. Then the rants stop happening as much. Then the interruptions start happening more. You know what I'm saying? And there's a reason for that. To knock you off your game, to stop you from doing that. Because there's a reason why he gets the backstage passes. Yeah? They open the doors. They allow, say, yeah, get your face here, and you're okay. You get paid. Do your thing.
So basically,
what you don't do, you don't slander us hard. If you're unhappy, say you're unhappy. Say no, I'm unhappy. But it's like this, yeah. If any of you's got a female in your life, a mum, a sister, an auntie, a wife, a girlfriend, you know what I'm going to say, yeah. If the female is in your life is in the wrong, they will say sorry, and it always comes with a but.
Yep. True.
That's what they are. That's what our AFTV is. You know what I'm saying? They can never just say, do you know what? Yeah, this team was shit, blah 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 blah, and leave it as that. But we have a chance. Yeah, we have a slim chance against PSG. Yeah, we can beat West Ham. Don't worry, we're gonna win a cup this season. Look what he's done for us. You know what? Yeah, when Arteta leaves, I hope he brings like those kind of fans with him.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, bro. This state of football is just embarrassing, Dancy. I'm not gonna hold you.
It is embarrassing, bro. And
I'm not gonna hold you.
I'll tell you this as well. The state of modern day fan bases in football now, it's on the decline. I'm not gonna lie. It's literally on the decline.
First,
I mean, of course, first, yeah, Russell. I mean, like, first starting with yous as well, Russell. I mean, like, I'm telling you, your fan base, it never used to be like this. It used to be like proper tribalism, hating everyone.
I feel like every fan base have fans like this. Every King, you have fans like that in your club as well, right?
Yeah, we do. We have Doku stands in our club, mate. We have fucking Doku stands in our club.
Yeah. Oh Lord.
You know, yeah, every fan base has these kind of fans in their clubs, but the difference is the biggest names for Arsenal are the negative ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I've got nothing against the girl. I think as a brother, he's a good brother. Like my boy Tony. Yeah, before, because Tony's changed now. Like, but I'll stick on the girl. There's certain things I hear him say. I'm going to stream.
The girl need to answer for his crimes, bro. No. Bro, I hear him say some stuff, bro. Bro, in real life, if I see him, bro, I will page him, bro. I will page him, bro. I really want to page it, bro. Some of the stuff I hear that brother talks, bro, I'm like,
Do you know what? Yeah, you got to remember these kind of people. Yeah. Do I think they believe their stuff? I do think that you see people like Ty. I think he believes it because there's certain people that you can never say nothing bad about. No, honestly, no, I'm being real, bro.
Arsenal is bigger than Real Madrid, bro.
No, bro.
Drinking my tea.
Bro.
I spit out my tea, bro. I'm like, did this brother said Arsenal is bigger than Real Madrid?
No, bro. I'm telling you, yeah. In every fan base, there's people like that where it's like their club is the be all end all.
Yeah.
But then you see people like that, it's a bit hard because they die hard. Just like, why is someone in their whole entire life? Because I grew up in the same area as Ty, yeah. So I've always seen Ty, and he's always been in the Arsenal gear. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like a lot of people don't know he's got a twin brother, but it is what it is. Yeah, that's for another day. But he's always in that Arsenal gear. You know what I'm saying? So when I say he's in the Arsenal diehard,
yeah,
he lives, breathes, shits, eats, and sleeps Arsenal. People like a gal, yeah. He's a nice brother as well, but that shit's an act, and that's what I don't like. Yeah, that shit's an act because he flip flops so much. Do you know what I'm saying? But if this doesn't happen, that's not good enough. But this is good enough. But I don't trust Arteta now. I trust Arteta. I don't trust the board. But yeah, the board is the one who keeps Arteta in the job. That's what I don't like.
And see if I'm ever on a panel with him, I'm cooking him. If I ever come on up, I'm cooking him. I'm sorry. I'm going to cook that brother, bro. Some stuff I hear him say, bro. Bro, if some stuff I hear this brother say, bro, I'm in the comments on my phone, on my tablet, on my laptop. I'm just looking like, what did this person just say? What the did this guy just say? What?
Yeah.
You're not.
Can I add to Don's point about Ty?
Yeah.
I feel like fans like that their club is like their religion, and sometimes when it comes to football and when it comes to religion, and then especially when it comes to your club, even if something goes wrong with your club or your religion, you don't want to see the negative side of it. You love it so much, you believe in it so much that even if it's staring you right in the face, you're going to still say the positive things. But then, yeah, obviously you got guys like a gal who are there. I don't know what their intentions are because you don't really know them personally, but you can see that from moment to moment they're changing their ideology, their ideas, and those are kind of the people that you got to look with the side eye because you don't really truly know what their real opinion is. Maybe if you meet them in person and actually have a conversation, maybe they'll tell you the real. But when they're on the camera, they're just telling you they're telling the people what they want to hear. Because some people, because they go with the wind. 1 week everyone loves Arteta, another week everyone hates Arteta. 1 week everyone loves Havertz, another week everyone hates Havertz. Because football fans are emotional, and when you know that, you just go with their emotion. If they're feeling negative 1 week, you be negative. If they're feeling positive 1 week, you be positive. Because that's what you do as someone that's just trying to play the game. But then when it comes to a Ty, he believes it with everything in his body because that's his religion. That's him. That's everything. And there are people like that. There are people that will go to every game, to the women's games, to the under-21s, under-18s, academy games, all of those things. Those kind of people, they are real. They are real. But yeah, there's a distinction between the two because they both are delusional in their takes. But one you can know that you see the real. You can actually feel it. You can feel that this means something to him. That even if you want to say a bad thing, he can't say it. But on the other hand, you can see a person that's just going with the wind, going with the flow. What are the fans online saying? I'll check my Twitter. I'll check my Instagram. Okay, they're saying this. All right, hi, welcome people. I'm done with Arteta. Checking my Twitter the next day. Check my Insta. Oh hi, I'm backing Arteta because they just go with the flow. They go with the wind. Go where what the people are saying.
All for likes, but speaking the truth, nobody believes in speaking the truth no more.
Do you know what?
True thoughts.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's one of those things where, like King said, he hit the nail on the head. Most people are content of just going with the wind, yeah. I'm not really on socials. You get me? That's why not many people find me. You get me? And I will make a channel. We all know this. It's gonna happen. It's just timing for me because my life is just crazy. Um, but like, it's hard for me to be sheep. Yeah, it's hard for me to be sheep because I wasn't in that way. The only thing you use sheep for is to make mutton. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And clothing.
Mm-hmm.
You get me? Like like we could all watch a football match, and you would all give your own takes. Guess what? They're going to be different because we see the world with different eyes. Yeah, we see our views.
Exactly.
We're going to say certain things that's going to be in common and we've in common and very similar things, but we've got our own takes on it. It's just like everyone said the same thing, but in their own particular way. So why am I going to back a man? Why am I going to back an infrastructure that has let me down time and time again? If Abramovich was still in power for Chelsea, and United still had Fergie, you know that this is just a blip for them because you know that within the powers that be, they're not letting it happen again next season. They'll fire every single person and start again, or Man United will buy the next up and coming thing, and within 2 to 3 seasons, they're one of the best players in the world because that's what you do. Yeah. You lot haven't got that. This is why you man are so frustrated because it's like now it's a harder way to be at the top. And you got to remember back in those days, yeah, it was Arsenal, Man United, Chelsea that was competing for every single thing underneath the sun. Liverpool got in there with a little bit of Champions Leagues, but then that's what it was until the emergence of City, and then Leicester did their thing. And then the moment Leicester won the league, that's the moment that football changed forever. Because when I say that, when I hear people say to me that English football has is so fast and all of that, no, it's always been this speed. It's always been this speed. Look at the teams from the 90s to now. Yes, there was Route 1 football, but it always had fast wingers and fast tens and all of that, and strikers and stuff like that. The difference is every other team in the Premier League here has fast wingers. Every other team in the Premier League has a number 10 that can thread the ball through. Every other team has a nice striker. That's what I'm saying. Just like people don't actually understand. Yeah. The English Premier League is not the best league in the world. It is the most competitive because it's so close, because of spending. Everyone is spending. No one would ever believe that Bojan went to Stoke City. If you know Bojan was a baller for Barcelona. He was supposed to be the next Messi. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Then he went on loan because he got injured, and then they tried to get him back, and then they gave him to Stoke City. When I realized they gave to Stoke City, I'm like, Bojan, he's a fucking baller. We've seen these big players go to smaller teams. We've seen it. If you want me to go back here, I would just say when JJ Okocha went to fucking
I was just about to say JJ Okocha.
Bolton.
Yo, let me tell you, one thing I like about JJ Okocha, he was the Nigerian Brazilian.
Yeah.
Nigerian Brazilian. The stuff
he was
that
Brazilian
was doing, he was doing before that.
Yeah. You see, in those days, that's the days. I'm not too sure if you might remember the Nilsson. Yeah, the Nilsson, he was one of my favorite players at that time. Like he 96, I think he won a Ballon d'Or in 97 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And won the World Cup in 98. Baggio won the Ballon d'Or for 97. I think it was 98 he won it. But these were ballers, bro. These were ballers. Football hasn't slowed down in England, hasn't fastened up. It's just the fact that every other team is got money now. Look, you remember when Nottingham Forest came into the league a few seasons ago? They bought 22 players. Yeah. They bought 22 players, bro. Yeah. You get me? Look at the signings that people are making now. Everyone's got money. This is why it's like the league hasn't fastened up or slowed down. The smaller teams have got money. There's a big distinction. You get me? It's like Man United shouldn't be where they're at. The reason why Man United still got the pool is because they're Man United. They could buy anyone. You know what I'm saying? They're Man United. Chelsea can buy anyone because Chelsea has got that recent history. City now has that recent history now. They can buy anyone that they want. They could go 4 years and still buy people. Arsenal, like it's like this year. Arsenal went at that point 10 years without a trophy. Do you know who we popped up with? Aubameyang, fucking Lacazette, Ozil, Alexis Sanchez.
It was a mistake getting rid of those players.
And the thing is, we got each and every one of those players right after they won a trophy. Made that make sense?
Yeah.
And you're telling me big clubs
Don,
can't win then if you could not get big players? Don't piss me off. Don't piss me off.
Oh yeah, sorry, Don. And also I remember you got the likes of I remember you had Giroud and Petr Cech, who were serial winners.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like teams, when you're a big team, you can always get these players. It doesn't matter like how your last few seasons have gone. If you're willing to pay the money, because just remember when these players were young, they used to support these teams. They watched these teams. Like as much as I hate Man United at some point, I was fucking envious when them man done the treble in '99, when they won a league in '97. Yeah, fucking envious. Then 2000, they done a 2-peat, then a 3-peat. Yeah, when Chelsea came in, yeah, because I remember us playing Chelsea. I think it was FA Cup. I think it was '98 when we beat them. And who was it? Dennis Wise scored their goal. Or someone, I can't remember. It was a while ago. But then I always wanted Zola. He's like Zola. I keep saying this. Zola is my favorite fucking Chelsea player because what he done with the ball. He was left foot, right foot. Cazorla is the closest player in the Premier League to Zola. That's how good Zola was. And I don't like fucking Chelsea because Drogba fucking made Arsenal look like fucking simps all the time. I fucking hate that dude. And guess what, Arsenal? To you Arsenal fans, we could have bought him before Chelsea. Would have made sense.
It would have made sense. You were big with the French league at that time. But also, people need to understand this. It's only now that the Premier League is considered the best league. It's not always been the case. I'm thinking like the 90s, early 2000s, it was Serie A. In the 2010s, it was the Spanish league. There's always been different leagues on top. So when people talk about back in the day to now, the best players didn't come to the Premier League back in the day. They were in Italy. They were at the Milans. They were at the UAs. They were at
R9.
Yeah. So I feel like people need to understand that. Yeah. So when people talk about these leagues as farmers leagues, there was points where these leagues were the best league. There was a point where Premier League was a farmers league compared to these leagues and the level of players that they had. And even if you look at the history of Ballon d'Or, not many of them have come from the Premier League. Most of them have come from Spain or the Italian league. And a lot of the times it's only now that you see England because they have the most money, and Italy had their issues with the scandal that stopped them from being the best. Spain outside of the big three don't really have money like that. If you look at France, they've got a whole host of issues. Even you look at Lyon, a team that was great back in the day, relegated to League Two because of money issues.
Now they're relegated. And now they're relegated to League Two.
Yeah, and they were a perennial winner of the Ligue 1 back in the day. And then if you look at the German league, if it's not Bayern, they're selling clubs. So when you look around, the reason why England is so dominant now in most European competition and as a whole is because every single one of these English teams, they don't need to sell. And so when they do sell, they're getting big money. You go to a Brighton, they're asking for 100 M's. You go to a Brentford, they're asking for 60, 70 M's. You go to a Bournemouth, it's not like back in the day when United were buying the best players that they can get them for 30, 40, maybe 10, 15, 20s. You can't do that no more. So that's why the league has become more competitive, is because England can take the best talent from elsewhere with the money they have and then make the league so much more kind of complete. But I would say this, that the level of talent today wasn't the same as back in then. That's what I'd say. I think the best level of football that I watched personally was like early 2000s. I'm upset that I missed the 90s. I'll be honest. I wish I saw the 90s.
Like trust me, bro. You see the 90s football, it was mad. You see Football Italia on Channel 4, right? That's where you saw the Trezeguets. That's where you saw the Maldinis. There's some Brottas, Zidane's, Ronaldo's, original Ronaldo, R9. That's where you saw the Totti. Did I say Totti? Inzaghi. Like there were so many teams, bro. So many teams. It was unrealistic. Even Di Biagio, fucking what's his name? What's his name?
Even Zanetti, Javier
Yeah, bro.
Zanetti.
It's bro. Do you know how many names they were? Like these were ballers, bro. When I say ballers, these people, the way they manipulated the ball. You know what I'm saying? The way they manipulated the ball, it was amazing. You see, them days there, the Spanish league wasn't that great. But then even if you don't remember, like, bro, I could take you back here. Fucking Ajax 94. Seedorf, the Ball brothers, yeah? Kluivert, Bergkamp, yeah? These ballers, bro. These, like, bro, people don't understand how great, yeah? How great other leagues were. Without the money, English football wouldn't be nothing because people don't understand. For England, it was about the route one. You kick it up the top, then you got that big striker that will header the
Head it
ball
down
in.
to the
Yeah,
little.
it all changed when the colored folks more started playing football. Yeah, the Rocky Roll Castles, and then the Ian Wrights coming in the league. The Paul Lints that will fucking the way he used to move the ball in midfield. Like that's when English football kind of changed, and then people don't realize when it wasn't even the famous football team of '92. Yeah, Man United. It was when Arsene Wenger stepped into the league because the players that he brought, that's when he's tapped into the African market, the French market. That's when he brought that sexy football. That's when he brought the whole triangle NBA style kind of football
Yeah.
to England, is what I'm saying. But people don't understand, he was the first manager to play with a back three. Yeah. We lost, but he was the first manager to play in the Premier League in the back with a back three. People don't realize that. That's
Yeah.
when English
Yeah, they
football
don't.
changed.
Yeah.
Because English
Wenger
football, yeah,
was influential, yeah.
like I'm gonna show you this. English football was like caveman football. It was brutal. It was like the football version of rugby. Yeah. Until Wenger came and then he made the game beautiful. Like Pep, like as amazing as Pep is, Wenger is the pioneer of it, of this English way. That's what I'm saying. This is why
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
respect Wenger because he done more
Yeah,
than
yeah,
winners trophies. He changed football in England from what it is. Obviously, there was a Cruyff, yeah, and all of that. What he done with Barcelona, I get
Yeah.
that. But then when I'm talking about English football, you know what I'm saying? Because managers tried to come and play sexy football, they didn't do it. Wenger came, he brought
and
a Anelka, he
Don.
brought a Henry, he brought a Vieira. Actually, Vieira was brought before him. Apologies. He brought a Sol Campbell in from Tottenham. Thank you, Tottenham. You know what I'm saying? A Colo Torre, a footballer that played football
Polo
after
Torre.
12 years old. Come on, man.
Mm.
Come on. Lauren,
Yeah.
Lauren, people don't realize when people say, oh, yeah, but then Arsenal's got makeshift players. Lauren was a winger. He played 2 games at wing. Wenger said, you're not good enough. So I put him as a fucking right back. Do you hear what I'm saying?
Yeah. He was cold.
There's a stage when Fabregas was playing as a deep line a deep line 8. Yeah, he's a number 10. But he learned his trade as an 8. I mean, yeah, a deep line 8. People like Woodward, a striker, we always played him on the right wing. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, bro, it was just mad. But anyway, lads, I've got to bounce now. Yeah, I got to get up at 6:30 for work, bro. Yeah, so nice talking to you lot. Like peace and love and peoples. I'll be listening.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
so bless
bless
you.
up
Yeah,
Don.
Yeah.
Bless up.
Peace.
yeah, bless up the
Peace,
chat.
Don.
Big up the chat.
Bless up Don. My guy. And keep spitting facts, Don. Keep spitting facts.
Cheers, brother. I appreciate it,
Keep
man.
doing that.
I appreciate it.
Don't stop.
Bless up, man.
Never stop.
Thank
Bless
you.
up
Keep doing it.
yourself, Dancy. Bless up yourself. Bless up.
Cheers, man.
Peace.
Yeah. Peace.
I want to add to Doncey's point as well. Also, I think in England, for the most part, it was like in the early 2000s, late 90s, was 4-4-2. I think you didn't really see a different formation when Wenger came, and you didn't see the lone striker like that until Jose came with his 4-3-3 with Chelsea and Drogba up top. Because more time it was 2 up top. But yeah,
Yeah, King. I was about to actually add to Don's point as well. Like,
Yeah.
when Mancini came in after the takeover, and he got in all these top profile signings in Edin Dzeko,
Mm.
Kolarov, Balotelli, Aguero, Silva, Samir Nasri, Clichy,
Yeah.
Bakari Sanya. I'm telling you, the kind of football that Mancini played was beautiful to watch. Not gonna lie. The way we played, we battered the big teams. We have destroyed everyone with that style.
Yeah, definitely. To be honest, the best version of Chelsea I've seen was probably Ancelotti, and that was the year where we got 100+ goals.
Ancelotti, bruv.
That
Ancelotti's
season,
Chelsea.
yeah, that was the best version I saw in my eyes. But in terms of Bradley's point about La Liga, yes, I think that is the best technical league in the world. But the problem is this: if you look at the 17th best La Liga team, do you think they would win Europa League like Tottenham did? They wouldn't. So
Eh,
that's
They
why
wouldn't. Yeah.
the Premier League, that's why the Premier League in terms of level from top to bottom quality, in terms of closeness and the level that they can get to in Europe is different. Spanish league is way more technical because first of all, English football for the most part wasn't technical until Wenger came, and even till this day, it's still a very PMP based league. That's why the only league that really works when players come over straight away is the French league, or you look at the Brazilian league because it's just pace and power. Those type of players work. So when you see guys come from Germany, which is more of a counter-attacking lead, or Spain, which is more technical, it takes them a while to understand the English game because it's more physical in that sense. So yeah, they did it in they did it
Oh,
in 12 as well. Yeah, but
Of course, in 12. And
I just feel like now, but to be honest, back then that was when the Spanish league was on top. I think it's only recently
oh,
that
it
I think
was, it was
England has been good. It's only recently, I would say. I
King,
think 2010s
King.
was
Yeah,
Spain.
2010. Yeah, I mean, yes. Sorry, King. Sorry to interrupt you there. I mean, like, I want to make an interesting point there. I mean, like, it's about your point. Back in the day in 2010, 11, yeah, when the El Clasicos used to be so interesting. It
Yeah,
used to be Pep versus Mourinho.
yeah. That was peak sport. That was peak sport. That put it this
That
way:
was peak.
if you look at the El Clasico then to now, or even it's only now this season where you've seen El Clasico even look like an El Clasico, because for the last couple seasons, both Barcelona and Madrid haven't been to that level in terms of level of quality football style. Watching what you're watching, it's only now with Yamal coming through, with Madrid getting Mbappe and of the players of that ilk, that you see them getting back to their pomp of like their full power in terms of the way Barcelona at its best is when they use players from La Masia to make them better, and they're doing that again. For a long time, they were lost. They tried to be Galacticos like Madrid, and it didn't work for them. So that's why I like the modern Barcelona, because they use their academy. Madrid's always been the team that's brought players in and got better that way. Barcelona's always been the team that used their academy, and when they don't do that, that's when you get the Coutinho signing. That's when you get the Dembele signing, and none of them worked. And that's why Barcelona is in a financial trouble right now, because they spent a lot of money on duds. But yeah, Spain is definitely one of the most technical league. Definitely.
So, people, I just got one thing to say. If you have not subscribed to King's channel, the link is in his description. He's a passionate Chelsea fan, and he doesn't tolerate the nonsense. He speaks truths and he speaks facts. And man, them already know AK4 Pete, the Man City chef. And yo, this stream was very good, very interesting. I spoke what I had to say. We listened to Don C. Most of us were just listening to Don C, and I like the fact that Don C spoke his truth. To the man them that subscribe, thank you. I appreciate it. You know what I mean? And the man them that's just still here listening to us, bless up, man. Bless up you, man them. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
And guys, please like and subscribe to my bro Russell. Yeah, this guy is a passionate fan. He doesn't fall for absolute bullshit. Yeah, I don't care whether you call him negative or not. He speaks facts about United, and even me as a rival fan, I will still speak facts about United because I've watched these men dominate, and now they're crumbling. I watched them crumble and dominate.
That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. That is a fact. And in all fan base, we have delusional fans in all fan base. So
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man, them just
I want to add one more thing though.
Mhm.
As much as I say England, the Premier League's the best league right now, it doesn't mean it's the be end all end all, because I feel like there's a lot of talent across Europe, and a lot of the time when it comes to English fans, they think that this league is excellent and the shit doesn't stink at times. In terms of the costs, in terms of the actual league and their values in terms of this whole league, it's wrong. The money it costs for you to watch games on TV, Sky, TNT,
Exactly. Sky
Yep.
Sports,
Prime.
especially.
Yep. Yep.
There's
A lot of money.
other leagues do it better. I like the Bundesliga 50-50 style. I like some of the things that they're doing in Spain and in other places in Europe. But it's unfortunate that the money isn't dispensed across Europe the same way it is in England. But yeah, there's a lot of ballers across Europe. And put it this way, for me, I think that the biggest lie told is that there's such thing as a farmers league, because the talent that you're looking at come from those leagues, and those leagues make better talents. Spain makes better players. France makes better players.
Mhm.
Portugal makes better players.
Even
The Dutch league,
even the Dutch,
has made some
yeah,
greats.
the Dutch league as well.
Yap Stam, Edgar
Yeah.
Davis, Van Persie. Do you want me
Nigel
to
de
keep-
Jong,
Yep.
Yeah,
Nigel de
Yeah.
Jong.
yeah.
Virgil van Dijk.
Talent from Brazil, talent from Africa, talent from elsewhere.
Wesley
The
Snyder.
Premier League is not the
Wesley
best when it
Snyder.
comes to making talent. Van der
Yeah,
Sar, yeah.
Wesley
So
Snyder.
yeah, so the Premier League isn't the be and all end all. It's not. You can't be looking down on other leagues because there's other teams in these leagues that are elite. Ajax is better than most. Ajax is better than most teams in the Premier League. Ajax is better than most teams in the Premier League. The only clubs that are bigger than Ajax are United and Liverpool, and that's the truth. And that they're in the Dutch league. So you got to respect other leagues and what they are capable of and the styles of football that they have. Italy for its defense, Holland for the total football, Spain for the tiki taka, Germany for the efficiency, France for the physicality, because they got those African demons that come through, and you've seen some of them come to the league and mash it up. So yeah, man, respect all leagues. There's no farmers leagues. That's a lie.
Exactly. Respect all leagues, guys.
Facts.
King,
Facts.
I agree with you 100%. There's no such thing as farmers leagues.
Because
Yeah,
every league
all
has
leagues,
talent. Every
all
league
leagues
has
have their
talent.
strengths. Respect that. All leagues
Mhm.
have their strengths. Respect them.
Yeah, man.
So
Each league has their talent.
some more. The moral of the story, people respect football. Don't disrespect it. Respect football.
Exactly.
Don't disrespect it, because it's already being disrespected by these little plastics. These little plastiques. You know, these little paperweight fans.
Plastiques. Yes, in French. In French, yeah, plastiques, or in Spanish, plásticos.
Plasticos.
Mm.
Yo, bro, AK, that was funny for me when you was cursing in Portuguese. That's funny, bro. That was funny. I'm like, yo, this man trying to sound like Northside. yo, this was a very good stream. This was a very good stream, man. Them, and just know, Tuesday evenings we go on King's Live. Thursday evenings we do mine, and I do early morning streams with AM Sports. So man, them be on the lookout because we will be live. Keep your notification bells on and live and mobile. Trust and believe. Let's see what Boss of Blue saying. The game gets killed by these corporate refs, corrupt refs, and the fans keep it alive. Yes. Good night, gents. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
good
Good
night,
night, Boss of
good
Blue.
night,
Good
good night,
night.
bruv.
Good night. Good night. Good
Good
night.
night, people.
So people, if you have not subscribed to King's channel, subscribe to King channel. And AK4 Pete says he's working on his channel. He's working on it. So give him some time, people.
Yeah, I am, bruv. And yeah, I mean, I'll tell you what. Meanwhile, I'll probably put I'll probably put just next to my YT as uh AK4 Pete Sarcasm City. I'll probably put that because normally I pop in there.
Okay, do that. Do that. Do that. Do that. Do that,
Yeah,
man.
big
Do that.
up to Sarcasm C. That's
Big
a
up
good show.
Sarcasm City. That shit is hilarious. The
Yeah.
feel not tilt, it's flat. It don't push feel tilt. Oh, that's funny. Yes, bro.
Feel
See you at
tilt,
2
man.
a.m. Feel tilt, man. Yes, see you at 2 a.m. mob base. See you at 2 a.m. The feel not tilt, it flat. Yo, the man said these Arteta sexual, bro. When I seen that video, I was dying. When this brother said the Arteta sexual, I'm like, what this man just say? No, Bridget, no, Bridget, no. So yeah, I know it's late over there in the UK, man. Them. So I'm gonna close the show here. But people, keep your notification bells active. We will be live again. And I'll see y'all soon. Bless up, Jah Rastafari.
Peace out.
Indians out. Glazers out. Bosh.
And yeah, I got 5 on it. Can we play you every week? Hold that.
I forgot you beat Juve today. I forgot about that. Yeah, man. So people, bless up, man. Bosh. Smash the like and subscribe to the channel.